In a world of colors flying, we unite, sparks so bright. Power Rangers, hearts ignited. Together we will stand and fight. Join the force, we'll rise again. We are one, let the battle begin. Stars align, hear the echoes call. So the echoes will never fall. With strength combined, we break the chains. Through the shadows, bring all the things. Join the force, we'll rise again. We are one, let the battle begin. With hearts ablaze, we'll light the night. Power Rangers, ready for the fight. Hear the thunder, watch the skies unfold. No mental magic stories yet untold. No fear in our hearts, win the shows. If you unleash the power, together we break through. Join the force, we'll rise again. We are one, let the battle begin. With hearts ablaze, we'll light the night. Power Rangers, ready for the fight.
We are live and in color.
Episode 5. Oh, I'm sorry. My entire computer just had a meltdown for a hot second. But hello, everyone. Welcome to Power Rangers Cosmic Stars, Episode 5. Let's have some fun. I am your morphing ST Taco, and we will drop down to see who our players are for today. Ryan.
I guess we'll start
first.
with me since I'm at the top. Hey everybody, I'm Ryan. I go by Darth Caustic right there. On all socials, including TikTok and Blue Sky. And if you find me anywhere else, I got bills to pay, man. Don't worry about that.
Feet
Right?
pics. Feet wiki.
But yeah, we got some fun stuff going on, including a fundraiser for the Queer Youth Resource Center of Southwest Washington. We are looking to get 100 followers here on the Dark Domain Twitch channel, which one of the lucky winners who must be a follower will get some goodies from Silver Studios. Remember to use those channel points for you guys in the audience. And then shout out to Cyberscream. They're a new metal band from Florida that's going to let us use some of their music here on the channel come September. And then if you like what that guy over there does or what I do, go check out our YouTube. We put everything up there after we're done. But tonight, I'm going to be playing Theo Lane, the black Taurus Ranger, who is maybe or maybe not inspired by Tommy Oliver. But I'm going to pass it over to the Green Ranger.
Hello, everyone. I am Depressomancy. I am your local voice actor in Dark Dominion and Shattered Tabletop Gaming. You can find me at Depressomancy across all platforms that I use, which is not that many of them. And I promise one of these days I'm going to get back into streaming. However, until then, I'll be playing Coy Donovan, the Australian foreign exchange student now going to Space Green Ranger. With that, I'm going to drop the mic down to the Pink Ranger.
Hi, I'm Julie. I am Dritz Norris on all the socials that matter. So Discord, because that's really the only place I really ever hang out. And I hang out here with these guys on the Dark Domain and also with our friends over at Slices and Dices. I've got a couple games coming up on there, Aliens and Berserker. So those are going to be fun.
Star Wars on the AC.
Yes, so much fun stuff going on here, over there. Come check us out. I hang out on Discord all the time. You want to come out and hang out with us? I'm sure there's going to be a link that's popping up into the thread there real soon. And I am playing Kaylee, the Pink Ranger, which is Sagittarius.
Morning, Koji. The Koji is here in all the places. I'll be playing Micah, the Blue Pisces Ranger.
Perfect. Last time we left off with our Rangers, they had a bit of downtime after defeating Princess Repulsa and imprisoning her on planet Earth. After a year of training, hard work, getting to learn more about each other, they finally were able to fix the ship enough to be able to work and travel into space and hopefully get to a space station on the outer edge of the galaxy where they can potentially either buy or get parts to repair their FTL system. As we left off last time, they had gotten into space successfully. As Cherry, who plays Leo, unfortunately, they have issues with power, so they won't not be here tonight. Maybe later, we'll see. But they were successfully able to pilot them into space, and it's currently on a flight path. Stratos 10 turns to Micah and says, "Oh, good news, bad news."
All right.
Which one do you want first?
You know the drill.
Bad news is there's a good chance that we can get lost in space.
Okay. And the good news.
We can plot a course. We have to do a navigation check. We will basically go through the numbers and make sure we are traveling in the right direction so we don't get lost.
Sounds like a good plan. Let's do it.
Do it. And he is going to allow you to make a technology roll. I don't think
Right.
you have the specialty, but you have the specialty in Astronav.
I do not.
Okay, so just make me a technology roll. You will
That'd be
get upshift from Stratos.
Ooh. Okay. 18 on the D20, and then I gotta roll a D10. That's a 4 and a D10, so 22.
22. Nice. So the trek has been plotted, and you guys are currently on your way. It is going to be 3 to 4 weeks before you get there. What do you Rangers do while the 2 weeks are happening, or for 2 or 3 weeks are happening, depending on how well the travel goes?
I imagine Theo is balancing between like, okay, how do we work this thing in space? What's that like? And then training. Definitely, there's got to be like a bay or something to where like we can turn off the G's. And he's like, martial arts in 0G because absolutely.
Oh, Kaylee is so down for that. She is like was waiting for you to say that. She was just like this whole time. She's been like, dude,
Yeah.
I never thought. Like freaking out. And every time you kind of probably have to like be like, Kaylee, you're here. Everybody else is here. At least try to get it to
All that comes to mind is like the Master of Disguise quote, like, this is what you're doing. This is what I want you to do.
kind of like the Lilu.
Okay, so big question. Are you guys going to do this morphed or unmorphed?
Both.
Both.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think it
full
starts
week.
with unmorph, and then it's like, well, we
Yeah.
got to try it out in the armor, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
All right.
like
So, alrighty. So, as the 4 of you move into the room, Ares is with you. Zordo is currently off doing something. Stratos and Liam are currently making sure the ship is going in the right direction. But as
Ares
the
walks
4 of
in
you
and
and
Kai gets
Ares are
nudged.
here. Okay.
No, I was just saying, like, Ares walks in and Kai gets nudged. Like, hey, there, yeah.
I'm working on it. Calm down.
Yeah, Ares is like, okay, so we're doing zero G training, right?
Yeah, definitely the plan.
Absolutely.
Oh, this is gonna be so much fun.
Have any of you actually done it yet?
Played a lot of
We did one of
Anthem.
those air things. That one time. There's like that thing. Remember? Like we went to that thing, Micah. Remember that
Like the
thing
wind tunnel
where
thing?
the wind tunnel thingy. Yeah. Remember that one date? That was so much fun. Oh my gosh. And like you didn't puke and I didn't puke, but that one chick puked all over her and a guy training, and it was so funny. It shut the thing down for like a half an hour while they were cleaning. Hilarious.
Yeah, no, I heard about like a thing that took a bunch of celebrities up to space, but like I'm not a 1%er, so I didn't go on it.
Oh no, we didn't do that.
That's
The wind
fair.
tunnel thing was fun though.
Okay, so a couple of things. It's going to be kind of weird. You're not going to be able to fight the same you usually do because you're used to Earth's gravity. By the way, Earth's gravity is kind of not normal, so you're going to have to be getting very much used to different kinds of gravities. So eventually, I will be turning up the gravity higher than Earth, so you guys can have at least an idea of that.
I think we got a
Okay.
gravity chamber. I like it. I get to be just
So-
like my favorite anime
All right,
characters.
but
Yeah, I was gonna say this is like the hyperbolic time chamber then.
Well, no, that's a little bit different. The hyperbolic time chamber doesn't involve gravity. You see, people get it confused with Vegeta's training room that he personally made with him and Bulma's technology in the Capsule Corp. Well, there's also the room of time and space where the gravity is dense if you don't release your key. That's not important right now.
see, you just see Ares is blinking.
It does like that one eye each blink.
Yeah, you lost me.
Kaylee's doing
you
the
lost me at
same
dragon.
thing. Kaylee's looking at Aries going, this totally surpasses my nerd knowledge base, so I'll have to do some more research.
I know not this place.
So Ares is just gonna go over to the data pad. It's gonna turn on the zero Gs. I will now need everyone to make me their first, either your choice, acrobatics or athletics at a snag, which means disadvantage.
Oh boy.
I will
Okay.
do
Okay.
athletics.
I
Okay.
have the same stat either way. So.
Well, we're gonna go with athletics, so I at least get the D2.
Not bad.
Oh, that's a
great.
10.
Not bad.
Okay.
So 1. So 8. Yeah.
Mhm. We're not instant masters of 0G.
But Kaylee got 20.
With disadvantage, would you roll 220?
18, 19.
God,
Hated you.
please. So, as the zero Gs
And she has a
gets
D6 with
turned
it, too.
on, you guys start to feel your bodies gets very starts to float. You guys start to you just take a step and you're already kind of floating off the air because you're not used to it at all. And some of you start just floating in the air and are kind of stuck as you're just kind of you move your arm around, you start just kind of spinning and getting lost in the spinning. Kaylee looks like she's fine. She's able to fly from the wall to a wall. She looks fine. The rest of you guys are struggling.
Yeah, no, I imagine
This is-
Theo floats,
is-
gets clung to a wall, and tries to push off. It's like,
This is fun. This is like trying to do ballet moves under the water, except for you don't have to worry about breathing. So this is totally cool. I love this because I get to still breathe and not worry about
Good,
that.
Mike.
It's
But
good.
Micah's like a person who's new to ice skating, really wobbly, except he's floating in different directions. So he's floating upwards.
Kai is definitely acting like he's purposefully just floating in a circle with his arms crossed, just sort of spinning. trying to
Can't
stabilize.
stop.
Doing the Vegeta pose. Just
Exactly.
This is exactly the part of my plan.
Throw for Aries. But yeah, she's fine. You guys will actually see, because Aries has done this training before. She doesn't have the snag. As the 0 degrees goes for everyone else, you'll see that she is easily able to float where she wants to go. She's able to get to Kai and kind of like grabs his head to stop him from like turning. And she's like, "You're so cute when you think you're confident."
Well, I am confident and just not, competent.
Mm-hmm.
The difference between
she,
confident and
like,
competent.
Yeah, so you'll see that she'll like kind of position her body so her feet go on your chest, and she kicks you into the ground, so you can find somewhere to grab onto.
Yeah.
All right. First step
Grab
to
like a scared
aerial.
cat.
Yeah. First thing to aerial supremacy. You need to know where you're going. Your body is your instrument. If you turn to the left, there's a good chance you'll start spiraling. So you have to be able to control your equilibrium, where your points of mass are, and just make sure that if you're going to go in a direction, don't go too fast. You will face plant.
All right.
All
So
right. So what's all that mean?
controlledly.
Jump in straight direction. Don't twist. You'll go straight.
Okay. All right.
Instructions unclear. Mike accidentally flips and face plants on the ground.
Alrighty, so let's try it again, guys. And you guys will get to roll again. You guys will not be rolling a snag this time. Straight rolls.
Okay.
That's a 7.
Oh boy.
Worse.
Yeah.
Is that a natural one?
It is a natural 1 on both it and the D2. So I imagine Kai goes to jump into a straight line, but then just slams into a wall.
Okay.
The guys just aren't getting it.
No, Micah and Kai slam into each other.
Need a book.
Theo's like holding on to something. His legs are just flying in the air. Like, I ain't got it.
So, question: do you want to keep that natural 1?
Oh, absolutely. I think it's appropriate.
Okay, perfect. Okay.
Oh man.
Kai, by all means, is a moron.
They had to flip at something.
First time I get to use this, so this is gonna be
Oh.
fun. So as you're like, oh, I can listen to her. When you go to push off, you look at Aries, and Aries is just kind of hot. And she's wearing skin tight things, and you get very distracted very easily, and you jump off, and you kind of slam into both Theo and Micah. And you guys kind of form a pile of 3 people as you all slam into a wall. Kai takes all of the brunt. Kai, you will take 1 blood damage.
Nice.
And you're impaired. You'll suffer 1 downshift to all of your skill tests until you get unimpaired.
I think
Yeah.
Theo, I think you've got your toe in my rib.
That's not. Oh, my bad. It's fine. I think I got my knee in my own rib.
All right.
And Kaylee, you're fine. You watch this travesty happen.
She's amused by the whole thing.
All right.
Yeah.
They all try to detangle from each other.
Yeah. You will see that like Aries is dying. Like she's laughing. She's not hiding it whatsoever. She's like, wow, I didn't know you guys could be that bad.
Yeah, beginners folly and all that.
Yeah.
Well, how about you try again? Do you want me to be your training wheels?
I mean, Kai's face goes from like that light tan to just bright red.
You'll see she'll float over to you and will take your hand. Is this better?
Well, I mean, it'll at least be a little bit easier to be being guided along.
Oh, she'll like look to Kaylee from it. Is the red thing is that normal? Oh, is he blushing? Is that what you said it was?
Yes.
It's
Yes,
either that
isn't
or
it
he has a fever.
cute?
No,
He doesn't. Oh, I'm sure he has a big fever. Oh,
no, it's one of my lungs has collapsed. It's not a big deal.
It's-
Micah
it's
had
fine.
me in
It'll
the
grow
line.
back.
Sorry.
Oh, here, let me make
But
it better.
Kaylee sees this as another opportunity to get closer with Micah, so she goes over to Micah and says, "You want me to help?"
I could use a hand. And he's like smiling as he's pulling himself out of the jumble.
Yeah, Aries is like, here, let me help. And she's going to kiss Kai on the cheek. Does that make you feel better?
Kai just full collapses.
Gravity turns back on just for him.
He
Aries is
barely
like, is he having a heart? Is that what you call a heart attack? I think he's having a heart attack.
Not quite.
You might need to do that again to make sure.
Okay, and she lays down and kisses his other cheek.
I'm up. I can do it. I'm good. Just slight nose blood trickle.
It's just like your nose is bleeding. Is that normal? Do we need to go to the med bay?
Everything's fine. We're good.
It's fine.
I'm a pro athlete.
Tell him to
You'll
rub
be
some
fine.
dirt in it. It'll be fine.
But I know that doesn't help. Okay, well,
Right,
Good way to boost the immune system.
all right.
well, let's try again. Let's try again. Then we can try some maybe aerial. I take that back. We're not doing air combat today. You guys might kill each other.
Just saying, if we kill each other, we can't save the galaxy. Just a thought.
That's why we're just practicing maneuvers today. No fighting. Because I swear you guys will kill each other by accident.
So the downshift on a D2, does that put me in that disadvantage roll?
Yeah, snagging.
No.
But Aries is helping you. So it's just you're rolling a straight D20 for you.
Okay.
Micah, you would roll at an edge because Kaylee is helping you. Theo, you got to roll by yourself again, man. No one's helping you.
Yeah, no, it's fine. It's
Okay.
that's the responsibility of a leader.
I mean, Theo, you
That's
can
so much better.
if you want.
I'm good. I'm good. The dice are being nice now.
No, not for you, but you can use your quips and speeches on other people if you want to help them out.
Yeah, we're gonna save that.
Just
We're
in
We're
case.
good. We're safe. There's no, threat here. We're okay.
Oh, okay. So, and this is going to be a span over the next couple of hours.
Yeah.
With the help of the ladies, the men don't headbutt each other anymore. You guys are able to at least get down the kind of flight paths so where you're not immediately slamming into each other. You have a good chance of actually making to one room to the other. And it's cute for at least two of the quote unquote couples. For Theo, he's just the single Pringle at the moment. Unfortunately, he's just kind of watching both of the couples having cute moments of doing cutesy stuff while getting to the other side of the room and stuff like that, and doing maneuvers.
I don't have time to find a cute alien themby. I'm keeping this team from killing itself. It'll be fine. It'll be
But
fine.
yes, but you guys are able to train for the day, and this would be the next day where you guys would go back to the training room, go back to zero gravity. So Kai, you're no longer impaired and no longer have the damage.
Deal. Just the emotional damage.
Just the emotional.
Emotional damage.
So we're doing it again.
As-
Roll.
As the next day, Ares is like, okay, so do you guys want to fight like a hologram, or do you want to fight each other?
I think some, tournament style 1v1s could be good.
Yeah, let's fight each other.
All right.
A good test of our abilities and figuring out our powers and such.
This could be
Okay.
fun.
Who is fighting who? I should probably not fight, so it won't be fair for any of you.
Well, we
That's a
do
training.
suits or no suits?
I mean, it's up to you guys. Well,
Well,
I
let's
can't
go
order.
without him.
No suits.
Let them fight.
No, see.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
I think no
who's
suits.
fighting who?
Shorts
Ares
versus
is like
skins.
either. That's what does that even mean?
Don't worry about that.
Oh no, it's totally easy to explain. Kai, show her.
Oh yeah. Oh. Kai pulls off his shirt.
Yeah, Ares just kind of stared at his abs and unapologetically staring. She doesn't care if people are watching her. She's just like not appreciative.
But yeah, and then Kai will kind of step forward up first.
Michael will step forward.
All right.
It is Kai and Micah. So what we're going to do, since this is Ranger First Ranger, we're going to do a 3 and out. We're going to do 3 rounds, and whoever wins, obviously 2 out of 3, wins the entire thing. The first round, you guys will just roll against each other. You two will basically kind of not debate, but storytell together of how the fight goes, based off like how the rolls go. So Kai, tell me how you want to approach this. Micah, tell me how you want to approach this. I'll give you rolls, and then you guys will describe how it goes.
Kai is going to enter kind of a foreign stance for probably everybody. This is something he learned from Ares, as he's going to drop down into like this lower pose and dart downward for a grab.
Okay. And Micah, how are you approaching this?
Micah was taking a sort of like a loose sort of capoeira type of thing. Like he's kind of like just moving from side to side, ready to react. He was waiting for Kai to move forward so that he could take advantage of whatever movements there rather than charging in.
Alrighty, so Micah, give me a finesse roll. Kai, give me might. But Kai, you have a certain thing that you picked up over your downtime, so you get advantage.
I get double advantage because I'm also fighting Micah solo.
Well, it's upshift. So you get advantage and upshift.
That's nice.
Beautiful.
Yeah, he has the wrestler perk. So
Nice.
Beautiful.
Which is good.
Absolutely beautiful.
After the last season's definitely should get that. Oh hell yeah.
okay. So Kai just win. So describe how this goes for the two of you.
Yeah, I think as Micah cleanly dodges the initial, Kai is quick to dart from one side and then grab him by the ankle, which allows him to pull him up and grab him by the torso. And he's going to swing around to try and slam him down, because as a free action, I can attempt to pin him.
I think Micah, after how smoothly he dodges the first, he is not expecting Kai to be able to redirect so quickly, so he gets caught clean and his back's on the ground.
Alrighty. Kai, go ahead and give me that roll for pinning.
All right. Reaction to do a pin creature grappled by you. To do so, make a difficulty 12 might test. That's a natural 20 and a 7, so 27.
Yep.
All right.
So, Micah, so as you guys said, he grabbed you, slammed you down, and before you can move, he's already on top of you, pinning you. So just so you know, for the grapple condition, You cannot move, obviously. You have a snag on any other test other than getting out of his grapple. You have to spend your action getting out of his grapple.
That's
If you
his
try to
first
like
move, so-
hit him, if you try to hit him or anything, that's disadvantage on doing anything else.
All right. So yeah, immediately he's gonna try to get out the grapple. What do I roll for that?
Sorry, I'm checking grapple real quick.
No problem.
I believe it's might or finesse, but let me check.
How about if it could
Yeah,
be finessed?
Okay, let's see. It is grappling. Okay, you can either use athletics, brawn, or finesse, and you
Alright, go
have
with
to beat.
finesse.
You have to beat Kai's toughness. So, what is your toughness?
My toughness is 17.
So you have to beat a 17.
All right. Well, I'm not gonna do that because I got an 8 on the D20, and even if I got the full 4, I wasn't gonna make it. Yeah, no, got a 9. So Micah is totally pinned, and it's just like, oh, I thought I knew how much better you got, but you've been training a lot more than I realized. And he's smiling. He's in no way upset about this sort of events.
Oh yeah, I think with that, like Kai's just gonna let go of the grapple, put a hand down. Yeah, Ares has been beating me up for a full year.
He takes a hand. Oh,
Oh yeah, I forgot to say this was 0Ds. It doesn't matter. They kind of describe 0Ds and slamming each other, all that stuff. But yeah, let's Ares will be like, well, looks like Kai won the first one. You did great, Micah. Just sometimes when you're in those grapples, sometimes the only thing you can do is obviously try to escape. But there are other ways to get out of it. It just depends on how you want to go about it. But you did great.
yeah, I try to avoid getting grabbed, but that was not an option.
Well, Kai is a great grappler. My
Yeah,
my primary fighting style is grappling. My people pride ourselves
sense.
on taking control of the situation, of the person, and maneuvering them in the way we want to. And Kai picks it up very fast.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay, so,
getting grappled by Ares was, a big important part of the training.
Michael will remember that.
Well, I think several times, I think you wanted me to grapple you. You didn't try very hard.
No. I was definitely trying really hard. I was
No.
trying really hard.
No, you really liked when I pinned you. It was very easy.
Michael
No,
looking
trust me.
over, really grinning.
No, trust me. I was trying hard.
I can make a joke to that. But Ares would know that.
I mean, we do have the mature warning on the channel, so
Sorry, $14.99, everyone.
But Ares will look to Theo and Kaylee. Well, you two are up.
all right. Kind of loosens his shoulders up.
She stretches out a little bit, kind of shows off her flexibility. Just kind of, because she can.
Yeah.
Because that's
Theo
her.
will actually take that time to kind of study Kaylee using his influence.
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Given the
I know
opportunity to
I know what
observe
influence you're
somebody.
talking about. God, what page are influences on? Nope, that's not the right page.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is. Let's see.
So
Okay. Okay.
I would say they're probably
think
about equal threat, but it would give me the toughness and evasion defenses.
Yeah, you guys were equal threat level. Equal superior, inferior. You are superior toughness. You are inferior evasion.
Nothing surprising there.
But you could obviously tell that if you go with brawn / might, you would probably beat her. But if you're trying to catch her, you'll probably lose.
So he is going to take a judo approach to this because he knows he can't outmaneuver her. So it's going to fall under his martial arts specialty, so that he can use might.
Gotcha. Kaylee, how are you approaching this?
Okay, so are we doing this in gravity or out of gravity? Because I thought the whole point is the 0 Gs, right? Right? Training.
It
Or
is,
no?
yeah, it's 0 Gs. It's a legit
Okay.
a 0 Gs fight. I'm just not giving any penalties because the penalties will be to both of you, and you guys will be getting the same penalties anyways. I'm just
Just
annoyed the
checking. It
penalties.
just changes how
Yeah,
she does things.
yeah.
Um,
It's 0 gravity. I just didn't invoke any penalties because you guys will be getting the exact same penalties. So there was no. I just cancel each other out. There's no point.
Okay. So she's definitely going to try to play into her strengths and go with an acrobatics finesse type route with us
Okay.
because it is handy.
Oh,
So.
Kaylee, go ahead and give me a finesse roll. Theo, because of your influence, go ahead and give me your martial arts roll at advantage.
Okay. Ooh, at advantage. I need to roll another d20. Okay, we're going to take the first d20 by a long shot. I got a 23 with a crit on the d6.
Okay. Theo will take this round. Since you both critted, it's not Kaylee's not an immediate loss, but it is a big advantage on Theo's part. So you guys go ahead, describe how this goes.
I'm gonna let Kaylee go because Theo's is kind of dependent on that, with him using judo.
So she's going to go in and try to move fast and use her acrobatics and her speed and agility to try to use that to her advantage and try to knock his feet out from under him. So kind of do a flip, but then immediately go down to the floor and try to knock his feet out. Probably she does, but he reacts to it faster than she expected.
Yeah, because he's a martial arts specialist, so he's like, all right, I can't outmaneuver her, so I have to use her momentum against her. So kind of switches to his judo stance. Now she's flipping, kind of gets in close enough to kind of like almost toss her aside.
Gotcha. So yeah, so Kaylee, you 100% go down, and right before you catch him, he immediately catches you and kind of throws you, and your back hits the wall. It doesn't really hurt all that much because 0 Gs into Theo's not trying to actually harm you. But he did catch you that for that round. So round 2. How would you guys like to approach this round?
I think he's gonna stick with the same kind of maneuvers, given who he's up against.
So she is against the wall and she's going to use that to push off of and kind of do this twisting, spiraling maneuver like almost like a little torpedo, just like towards
Alrighty.
him.
So I'll give you an upshift for that. So you rolled me a finesse with the upshift. Theo, you won't get advantage this time, but you still can use your martial arts might.
Okay. We got a 23 flat.
Gotcha.
Barely.
All
No
right.
crit.
How do you take it this time, Kaylee?
So she does this little spiraling maneuver towards him, and it almost looks like she's diving. And the last second, she switches her momentum, flips, and does a kick, both feet straight to his chest.
Yeah, I think the switch up is what catches him off guard. Like he's like, all right, here come the hands, and like planning to grab like at the elbow, and then that switch up like, oh crap, feet, and just completely throws his defense off.
So you'll get hit in the chest and you fly back. And the both of you are gathering yourselves as this is the final round. How would you guys like to take this home?
This time she's gonna wait for him, and she just kind of does that thing like, "Come on." She's gonna try
Yeah,
to react to him.
he's definitely gonna switch it up into more of an offensive martial art. So going a little bit more intense with his offense rather than the redirection.
Okay. And
But-
Kaylee, you said you are how are you defending?
So she's gotten herself into kind of like a nice low stance and kind of half sideways a little bit, just like a good combative defensive stance, like Theo's taught at the dojo. And she's going to try to use her agility to deflect and toss, kind of like what he did the first time with her. So that's kind of like her thought on that.
Okay, go ahead and give me a finesse roll, please.
That is a dirty 20.
Okay.
Yeah, he got it. Not even close.
All right.
I critted
How
on
do you
my
finish
6, but
Yeah. How do you finish this, Theo?
So he comes in almost with the same judo stance, but then switches his feet and just like does a quick palm strike.
Alrighty. So Kaylee, he comes in like he's going to throw you again, and you go to maneuver out the way, but you can definitely tell that that was just a fake, and you'll see that he plants his feet for a moment and uses the zero gravity to position his body into the perfect moment to palm strike you in the stomach and push you back.
yep. Which is what I expect. Honestly, I expect to not win against Theo in hand to hand.
Yeah, like you guys got him beat in a lot of areas, but like this is the one thing he's actually really good at.
This is his thing. Like, I expect to not do well against Theo for
Yeah.
this.
If we have to be acrobatic, I'm not winning. No, this is not my thing.
Yep. But Aries is like, good job. That was a great fight, guys.
Yeah, Kaylee put up a good fight. She got me that one time.
Probably won't happen again, but you know, I'll take it when I can get
That'll
it.
be fine.
All right, now it's Theo and Kai. Let's see what you two can do. Are you guys going to do this morphed, or are you guys going to stay unmorphed?
That was incredible.
Well, let's keep it unmorphed for now.
Yeah. We'll play fair.
Yeah, Kai's gonna get into like a similar kind of low grapple stance.
Yeah, Theo definitely takes up more of a almost kung fu like bounce leg, kind of like countering towards Kai's like solid stance.
Are you using your thing again?
Yeah, he's sticking with his martial arts. He's just
Gotcha.
switching up styles.
Okay.
Yeah. And I'm sticking with my wrestling.
Gotcha. Kai, what's your toughness?
Kai's toughness is 17.
Theo, what's yours?
17.
17. Okay.
Ooh.
What's both of your speeds?
15.
14.
14. Okay.
Well, speed is 4, evasion is 14.
Yeah, gotcha. So as you are analyzing Kai, something that you kind of catch on immediately is Kai is almost the exact same threat as you. He is slightly faster than you, but you're very much equal in terms of strength. And that's what you get.
Okay.
So your first roll will have an edge.
Okay, so advantage. Oh, good. That second D20 probably just saved me.
Oh, yeah, I got to roll mine. That is a 19 with a crit on the D8.
I got a flat 20, so you do have the crit over me.
You said what was your roll, Kai?
19 with a crit on my D8.
Okay, technically, Dio, even though you did crit, Dio did beat you. In order to crit, you have to beat the other person.
Okay.
So
If I didn't have that edge, you would have had me. No questions. It would have been a 10. I had nothing.
So,
No,
how does this first round look for the two of you?
I like to think it like at first we kind of do that dynamic clash of just like equal strength, but Theo's a smarter fighter than Kai, as Kai is just all brute force.
Yeah, so like there's that initial clash, and they kind of like bounce, and then Theo comes in like he's gonna do it again, but uses the 0G to like kick up and like push off Kai's shoulder, kind of throwing him forward.
Yeah, Kai would just slam into the ground, kind of press up against the wall, kind of mimicking what he saw Kaylee do, and then just tiger lunge upwards back to Theo.
Oh, Kai,
Oh,
Kai, go
okay,
ahead.
okay.
Hey, go give me those rolls. Theo, straight roll for you. Kai, advantage because of your
Yep.
grappler.
Ooh, okay.
Not crazy. That's a total 16.
I got a 22.
Damn.
All right. How do you?
So
how do you
I imagine like you almost catch him off guard. He turns just in time to like, oh god, and gets a kick up to like push you aside.
Again, just kind of keeping the ricochet going. Like Kai's just trying to build momentum at this point, just like trying to get faster and faster, bouncing off the walls.
That guy keeps moving.
All right. Give me one
Holds
more
an
rolls,
arrow.
guys.
Oh, I think he's got me this time.
Oh, that's a maxed out roll. That is
Yeah,
a
I got
28.
Double crit it.
I got a 13.
That is a 28. Crit 20, crit 8.
Alrighty, Kai, how do you... So here's how this is going to go. Since you critted, that will technically count as 2 wins. Theo got 2 wins. This will end in a draw.
Okay, I like that. Yeah, I think then like as he's built up speed and he goes to do that big kind of like final grapple, he grabs Theo by the shoulder and then one by the leg and then just starts spinning forward towards a wall.
Yeah, I imagine like Theo went to do a strike as he came in, but the timing and the angle is just completely wrong and just exposes that shoulder.
And yeah, Kai will grab you and spin you to the wall. But this is obviously Kai won that round. But this is an equal fight. You're able to like kick yourself off the wall, and you guys do like the cool Dragon Ball Z thing where you do like a floating step around from each other. So you guys are about 5 feet from each other, and it's equal. It looks like for a second, it looks like Theo had the fight, but Kai was able to bring it back.
Well,
Yeah, all those training sessions with Ares are paying off, huh?
I've had 2 good masters. You know, you taught me a little bit, and then Ares taught me a lot of bit.
Mm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm sure she taught you lots.
I feel like I'm behind. You guys are improving great. Could have spent a little less time in the lab. Let's try to.
Hey, don't down your skills. I'm lost in the lab. Like,
Yeah, I
Ares.
don't even know how to do a lab. So I had an F in science.
Yeah, Ares is like, every team needs someone smart to tell them when they're doing something dumb. That's you for us.
That's you and Kaylee. Kaylee often tells me I'm dumb.
Yeah, you need that. It's good for you.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's also this really funny video, and she pulls out like a phone that you don't remember her getting, and she shows the video of you getting hit in the face with a hot dog.
No, Kai
like-
definitely, being a money kid, bought her that phone.
Probably. And she lets, she probably watches that video once a week because it makes her laugh.
Yeah,
Finger curled in the monkey's paw as you gave her that phone.
that's why I'm glad we go into space. No one's gonna know about that. Hey, can I see
Or
that phone for a second?
Oh, you want to see my
Don't
phone?
worry, I have lots of copies of that. Don't worry, I can always resend
And
it
she'll
to
go
her.
to like hand you the phone, Kai. Do you go to try to take it?
Yeah, I'll try and grab it.
What's your toughness?
I
Judo,
said-
Okay.
oh no!
Okay.
Judo
So
touch me.
as you go to put your hand out, you will see that she does the coolest thing you've ever seen in your life. The phone, she throws it because like midair, like towards her, because it's GOG, so it's going kind of slow. She grabs your wrist, puts her shoulder into your chest, flips you onto the ground, walks elegantly, grabs the phone out of the air, and watches the video again. She double critted.
I'm gonna need a minute, guys. This guy just kind of like sits forward.
Michael walks over, pulls a hand out.
I'll stand up in a minute.
Hey, Micah, you want to practice any hand-to-hand combat?
Yeah, sure, losers bracket. Why not?
Oh yeah, Micah v. Kaylee.
This should be fun.
She winks at him.
Micah grins and then
Do not hold back on me.
wouldn't dream of it. And like just for a bit of flavor, I think because on the side we're talking about Kai and Micah talking about like team move and stuff, and with like a lot of anime references flying. I feel like Micah didn't seem to catch a lot of them, but when he goes to fight Kaylee, you see him take essentially Rock Lee stance, and he looks at Kai. It's really
You know what? I'll give you story points all around. Love you guys.
yeah.
Alrighty, so it looks like Kaylee and Micah are going to be going up. So, once again, how's the first round look? What are you guys doing?
So Micah knows that Kaylee's good at avoiding, so he's gonna try to throw her off of her comfort zone by making her come to him. He's just holding the stance.
She figures he's going to do that, and so she's going to go a more aggressive route. But it's not going to quite look like that because they're kind of standing in the middle of the room. So she actually initially runs backwards, runs back, and then springs off the wall, and then dives into it. Like, yeah.
Alrighty. Go ahead and actually give me acrobatics.
That's fine.
That's
Okay,
not
Micah,
fun for
what are
me,
you
but
doing?
it's good for
See
me.
this.
Oh, okay.
No, that's for Kaylee. What are you doing?
Sure, okay. As
So
she's
you
coming
were
towards him,
waiting.
rather than try to like avoid her entirely and move out the way, he's basically going to try to sidestep and strike as she's sailing past him because it's 0 Gs.
Okay, give me finesse roll.
Right. Well, it's not going to be the 24 crit. I get that much.
Did you crit though? Is the question. No, you probably did.
No, 13 on the 20
Okay.
and 1 on the D4.
Okay, Kaylee, how do you obliterate this man?
He tried a thing, it did not work.
She goes at him similar to that torpedo kind of thing, but she doesn't want to be too mean to him. So she actually grabs him and pulls him into the twist. They keep twisting, and she pins him to the ground as they land. And they kind of like slide across the floor a little bit.
He does not look upset. It's just like, well, that could have worked better. As he's still
She
smiling.
kind of raises an eyebrow at him and then kisses him on the cheek and then helps him back up. Shall we try again?
He kind of like awkwardly smiles. Sure.
Yeah, you'll see Aries kind of leaning a kite. Do we need to give them a room? I feel like we need to give them a room.
I don't.
Where's Liam?
Leo's gone.
What do you gonna say? What'd you say,
Julie has
Kai?
no idea what
I-
anybody else is doing.
I don't know, because this is kind of what we do, and we don't end up needing a room.
Yeah, but this is. I'm not saying this is bad. This is actually kind of entertaining.
Let's just watch and see where it goes.
Okay, but what if they start actually like kissing? Or do we start kissing?
Yes. Yes. That's actually an
It's
Earth
gonna
tradition.
be-
Angel, are you lying to me?
No. Kai's gonna roll for whatever it is to lie.
Deception. Yeah. Roll deception,
No,
please.
because Kaylee is so down for it, and she's mostly focused on Micah. But she heard that, and she goes, "No, he's totally right with this. He's totally right. She is totally in his corner. She's gonna totally play wingmate. She's
Not
she's
horrible.
like, yes,
But-
it's totally a tradition.
Got 14.
Yeah, totally
14?
sincere.
Okay. You would have lost that if Kaylee was a wingmaning.
Michael also
Should
doing
we
like,
let you?
yeah, for sure.
Kai just kind of like
Well-
looks like he's scratching behind his back, but gives a thumbs up to Kaylee.
And then you'll see like Aries good idea. Or idea. What if we can do that later, but what if you guys did like a 2-on-2 fight? So you guys can start working on teamwork maneuvers in zero gravity.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay.
You had to
Yeah.
get Theo back. He just tried to leave.
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
zero-
we're done kissing.
Theo, come back. We're gonna do 2-on-2 fights.
Okay. I'll ref. Do you get in the couples?
No,
one?
you're. I'm not doing this. It's not a fair fight if I join.
Okay, I didn't know if it was like a double date kind of thing or.
No, that's later. But actual training first, then actual double date.
All right. How do we want to divide up
So
the
yeah, what
teams?
teams?
Well, I kind of feel like Theo and Kai are pretty evenly matched, so we should separate them.
Fair enough.
Micah,
That's fair.
Micah, point at Kai.
Quickly goes over the fusion dance with Micah.
Fuck,
All right,
they
yeah,
actually-
we got
actually
this. We're
fuse.
gonna take them down.
It was like that's not that. You know, I wasn't a Power Ranger a year ago, so maybe that does work.
Until we prove that the Tall rings aren't real, it might work.
Right?
We still don't know everything these warpers can do yet.
Yeah, we don't know if you guys can do a Kamehameha or not.
Right.
I can make a
mean,
magic Tetsubo come out of nowhere.
You have that thing now, so
Yeah, you can literally punch someone's spirit out of their body. You tell me I can't call me
Oh,
that's
quick
fair.
question, Theo. Have you shown your friends you can do that yet, or are you keeping that?
No,
secret?
not yet.
Okay.
He hasn't had an opportunity to do it.
Kai's also been punched in the chest by Theo, so he's just exaggerating the punch.
I mean, he also did learn a new thing when he's morphed. So
Yeah. I'm not the Iron Fist.
God, such a good
Oh my god,
Oh,
Fist of the North
okay, so-
Star is right there.
Oh yeah.
They're just like, okay, I will ref. How do you guys want to do it? If you get taken out, the other two people can tag team, or how do you guys want to do it? Just
I
how you guys
say
doing?
straight 2-on-2, not tag.
Yeah, battle
This is
royale.
not tag team, just straight 2-on-2.
Yeah, a lot of our
what
fights
I
seem
do-
to be like group fights.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I kind of meant, but I described it terribly. All right, I will ref. If anything looks bad, I'll jump in.
All right.
Got it.
All right,
Alrighty,
Kai is going to step in front of Micah and just kind of get into a defensive, like grabbing stance.
Micah's gonna start like doing the bounce thing again, like side to side on either side of Kai, just like watching the other two.
So Kaylee's gonna let Theo kind of walk in front of her a little bit, and then she's gonna run straight at him and spring off of his shoulders and into the battle.
Yep.
Ooh.
Ooh,
He'll even
And-
like as he feels her push off, kind of jump a little bit to give her that extra.
Extra oomph. Yeah.
Okay. So before anything rolls, so for Kai, Micah, I need you guys to make a might for you, Kai, at advantage. Micah, just roll a finesse. Theo, I actually need you to roll me a brawn roll, please. This will dictate how well of advantage you get to Kaylee.
Okay.
I'm gonna get a different dice roller.
That's fine. I can do that.
This app does not like me. Alrighty.
More on that.
That's better. Okay.
Ooh, well, got a 16 for my assist.
Okay. Did you crit or no?
I critted on the D4.
Oh, I
Okay.
also put it in the
Perfect.
D4.
Okay. So, for Kaylee, with the assist Theo, you get upshift and advantage.
Upshift and advantage. And should I be
yeah.
using acrobatics or finesse?
Your choice.
Actually, it really doesn't matter because they're the same stats. So
Yeah, they're safe. So,
okay, here we go. Shucks. Ready for that? Ready for that? Are you ready for that?
Oh, God.
holy
Damn.
crap.
1 point of it away from a double crit.
Sweet Christmas.
Alrighty. So as you're jumping into the fray, how does this look for you guys? Theo's and Kaylee's team did win this round.
So she uses that training from her flyer days, as it were, as a cheerleader, and she runs straight at him, springs off of his shoulders, flies up, and she twists and flips in the air. At the last second, she kind of does this almost helicopter maneuver with her legs as she's spinning and does a double kick. Sorry, to the face. Kai.
No, yeah, I think Kai was trying to like grab her out of midair, but like goes to grab way too soon as like you started spinning, and definitely is fully open for both kicks.
So I would say with that, you get kicked in the face, you get thrown back into Micah. As Micah probably wasn't expected it for his own partner to get thrown into him.
Yeah.
You guys don't get like a disadvantage because you guys did crit on at least your roll, so you don't have like a disadvantage on your next round. But it did like kind of throw you off a little bit for that moment. But new round, how do you guys come at it this time?
I think since we're still in zero G's, when Kai like is knocked into him, Micah like hits the ground and then pushes him up so that Kai can right himself, while Micah takes a second to get back up. Like,
Oh yeah, I think is Kai would definitely go into like a blood sprint and just like animalistically run forward and attempting to again grab Kaylee at this point now.
Okay.
Okay.
And Kaylee and
And I
Theo,
think-
what you doing?
As Theo kind of sees Kai doing that all-out sprint, is going to kind of run up to Kaylee, but come around her with a sweeping kick.
Why is everyone kicking me?
Kaylee, what do you do?
So she is going to duck under that sweeping kick and use that as a distraction, and spins around and goes. So they are going to be kind of going like this around each other. And so as he comes around her this way, she's going to stay low. She's going to drop low, spin underneath the leg, and then up and around. And she's going to straight up do a hockey kind of shoulder check into the chest of Micah, who's just barely stood up.
And Micah, are you just assisting Kai so Kai gets a better advantage, or do you want to do something yourself? Because you could either do something yourself or assist Kai to give Kai potential to basically interrupt the other team.
If I may, since I am up in front of these two by myself, I'm already getting advantage and an upshift. So I would do something yourself.
So I think Micah is going to try to avoid Kaylee's tackle and push himself off the ground, essentially copy her and try to torpedo at Theo, sailing past Kaylee.
Okay. Everybody's trying to catch each other off guard. Okay.
The weirdest rock, paper, scissors ever.
I love it. So Micah, finesse. Kaylee, finesse. Kai, might with advantage. And Theo, martial arts.
Nice.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, not 260.
Okay. So this is how this is gonna go. So Kaylee, you are attempting to slip under Kai, and you thought you did, but you feel this unnatural grip strength as he gets your ankle and pulls you right before you're able to slam into Micah. And Theo, as you're trying to kind of work with Kaylee, you see Kaylee get kind of grabbed. You have to kind of reposition yourself so you don't actually hit her. As you reposition yourself, you feel a shoulder check as Micah got to you in the chest, is able to throw you back. As this goes to green and blue.
Nice.
So it is 1-1 last round. What do you guys do? Currently Kai is grappling onto to Kaylee.
I think Kai is just going to full try and monster mode this and then just take Kaylee's leg and slam her.
In the meantime, Theo kind of does this quick hey, trust me here. And we'll grab Kaylee's wrists and spin in the direction to where he throws her at Kai's feet first.
I think Micah's going to try to keep Theo off balance from doing that, trying to go band for band just to keep him busy.
Okay. And Kaylee, are you going with Theo?
I am totally rolling with it, and she is just going to try to position herself so that she can be a good battering ram.
Okay. So, Kai, go ahead and give me your might at advantage. Theo,
I'm also going to spend a PowerPoint for my heart of the team so that Kaylee gets a +2 upshift.
Nice.
Oh.
Okay. By the way, that's not a personal power. That's just a separate resource pool for your quiz and speeches.
Oh. Well.
Yeah, but yeah, still same effect though.
It upgrades your maneuver by 2 die values.
Okay. Micah, go ahead and give me a finesse. Theo, I need a brawn roll from you, please.
Okay.
Because you're trying to rip Kaylee out of Kai's grasp.
Ha! Nice.
Okay. Holy crap.
I mean, I did upshift her attack by 2 die values, so
Sweet Christmas.
Oh yeah, no, that's my new level 4 power.
Okay.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
How the fuck do I storytell this? You know what? I got this.
You got this, man.
So, Kai, you have Kaylee grit, and as you slam her into the ground, you would see that she hits the ground, but in hitting the ground, she's able to wiggle her foot out of your grasp because you feel this monstrous strength from Theo as he pulls Kaylee from your grasp. And Micah, you are able to successfully hit Theo, but Theo's a brick house and just almost ignores it and spins Kaylee in this perfect kind of motion where instead of just throwing her into Kai, he spins her first into Micah. Kaylee's feet get to his chest, and Theo just keeps sending the both of you. So Kaylee, this is you. This is Kaylee's feet, and it goes into Kai. As both you and Kai get slammed to the into the wall, as Kaylee double kicks both of you, thanks to Theo.
Just casually turning a person into a meteor hammer.
Yes.
Hey, you guys ever been beat with another motherfucker?
That just happened. But you
Like
see,
a-
she's a
like-
flyer, so she's used to being tossed.
Like
Yeah,
it
that
takes
was like,
beat to the
don't
chest
think
and
I
just
got
sort of flies back.
Yeah, but this was a close fight, but barely Theo and Kaylee won. Barely. But it was very obvious that you guys are all very closely regarded with each other. You guys are very close in strength. It's just Theo and Kaylee barely managed to be able to win, and they only won because of teamwork. And that's something you guys do get some like the hand over your heads. Like we only won that with teamwork. If we didn't have teamwork, Micah and Kai could have easily have won that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that was some good training for today.
Show off my new toys, right?
Michael's on the side when that
High
problem
fives
just
for everybody.
You did great, Micah. It's fine.
So Kaylee does the thing that all the football players does. She gives them a high five, but then she swings her arm back around and smacks each one of them on the tush as she walks by. Because they do that in football all the time.
Kai, like being a baseball player, well, cricket player, let's be honest here, believes in the same thing, except for he respectfully pats Kaylee on like the side of the hip instead.
Yeah, because that could be dangerous.
No,
But
Aries
Kaylee
is
doesn't
like,
care.
Yeah, Aries is like, you better slap me on the ass.
I'm gonna roll for might. 27.
tell me you.
Oh, that
I
handprint.
tried to get a whelp out of her.
Yep, there'll be a handprint there. Oh, God.
Brings down the hand of God.
Yeah, you guys hear it. Like, even in zero gravity, you hear it.
And
so that-
that's like you to go hang out with
like,
me.
what the fuck was that?
Cool. So,
We're under attack.
we'll pull back from here. As the next 3 weeks, you guys train in zero gravity. You guys would train with each other. You would train in your morph suits. You would get an idea of just zero gravity. So from the future, you guys will have no disadvantages. You will have no penalties fighting in zero gravity.
Nice.
She will also Aries will also have you guys fight in different kinds of gravities. So you guys won't be getting a lot of penalties to certain terrains. You'll still get penalties in some, but at least the lower ones where it's still similar to Earth, you won't be getting any penalties. But the ones that are extreme, you'll still get penalties for those.
Okay.
Training now 10 times Earth gravity.
500 times.
So is there any conversations you guys want to have each other in the 3 to 4 weeks? Is there anything you guys really want to talk to each other about, or do you guys want to move on?
I think Kai would make it a point to talk to Micah about like learning more about how the Ranger tech works, because Kai has no fathomable idea of how it works, and Micah seems to be the guy who knows how things works.
And yeah, I think when you find Micah, he's like checking the ship. I think one of the main things he does during the journey is check everything to make sure nothing breaks on the way. So he's
Yeah.
constantly checking the repairs, checking all the levels in the copy, like everything. He's always making sure nothing goes wrong.
And Kai, in casual conversation, accidentally breaks more stuff for him to fix. It's like,
Then Micah just
yeah,
kind of like,
that's interesting how that works. Oh no, as I just did.
It's fine. I got it. And I think I'd like to reveal one of the things that Micah has learned over the course of this time. And when Kai breaks something, you watch Micah. It takes him a few seconds of concentrating, but you can see like blue grid energy crackle on his hands as he makes tools appear in his hand to work with. He wasn't carrying any tools with him.
Oh, that's neat.
And that's his ability grid surge, so that he can learn to channel grid energy into something helpful directly to his hands.
That's super cool. That is super
That's
cool.
really cool.
You're like one of the
It's a-
X-Men.
Yeah, it's a completely utility ability, but I love this ability so much.
Oh yeah, it's super neat.
So you just watch him like, I got it. Manifest a fucking welding thing, just splits the panel he broke back off.
Yeah, what is Kai's reaction to him manifesting a thing?
There's no
I think,
fanfare. He just does it.
yeah, I think Kai is just kind of blown away because like the weapons were one thing, that's part of the armor, but like he's just like making any tool appear. I think he is like dumbstruck and just kind of surprised to see like the way the suits can be used like that. Because Kai only knows like how to fight in these suits.
I think Micah notices his shock, like, oh, yeah, probably was a little weird, wasn't it? I got
Weird.
really into learning these.
Weird. That's awesome. You think you could show me how to do some of that grid stuff into my armor?
I can try. I spent a lot of time with Zordo and Tritus 10 learning how the grid works. And at first it was just about the ship, but this is an energy source that it's capable of pretty much anything. I think all it takes is time and a lot of effort. You see like 1,000-yard stare, a lot of effort.
So many manuals. They're not even color coded.
Who told you? You so, like cut to his room. You see like a book that he's meticulously color coding himself to try to make all the notes he's taken over the time of training the last year.
Oh,
All right.
Yeah,
Is that
let's
the end
try.
of the conversation?
yeah.
Okay. Any other conversations you guys want to have with each other or any NPCs?
I think Theo actually spent a lot of time sneaking off on his own, and there are just days where he comes back with one of his hands wrapped.
Okay. Ares is actually going to stop you one time. And she's going to look at your hand and be like, what are you doing?
It's training, practicing.
Practicing what?
Just some things I learned.
Like what?
It's nothing. Just a punch that my sensei taught me. Just toughening things up.
Then why isn't your other hand wrapped if you're practicing punches?
This is my primary punching hand. I'm right-handed, so it's dominant.
Yeah, but don't martial artists like us wrap both hands because both of our hands are weapons, not just one of them?
I usually don't wrap when I punch. This is just this one's sore, so I wrapped it up.
And why is that?
I just hit a little bit too hard.
Really? How hard?
He's gonna try to roll deception.
You could definitely try. Do you have anything in deception?
Nope.
Okay, you roll at disadvantage. You have to roll 2d20 to take the lower one.
That's fine. Yep, that's a 9.
Okay. Cool. What's your toughness?
17.
Okay. You'll see she'll blink, like her purple eyes fixate on you, And before you can really stop her, she's already got you in an armbar. Is currently like taking a look at your hand and peeking under. Are you learning the Sonic Punch?
Can we just, maybe?
It's so
And she'll
fast.
let go.
Yeah, it's a thing I'm working on. I getting the hang of it.
Who taught you that?
My sensei.
Your sensei. She pauses. Is your sensei a human?
Ish.
There's no ish. You're human or you're not human.
He's human shaped.
So he's not human.
Probably not.
Humanoid.
What did he tell you what his race was or where he was from?
I don't actually think he did.
He did not.
He kept that quite hush hush.
That technique is only known by one species of people that rumored to have gone extinct thousands of years ago.
Well, that's the great thing about extinct. Sometimes it's just not extinct, just super rare. They found a fish like that a couple of years ago.
It was Freddy.
I'm going to strangle you. I want to strangle you so badly. You know what?
You should
Just-
save that for Kai.
I will, but that's not what we're talking about right now. Right now, we're talking about you. Just be careful if you're going to use that, okay?
I am. I'm taking a few days off to let it heal. It'll be fine. I've broken my hands doing dumber stuff.
I'm guessing you're keeping this from the team?
For now, until I figure out how to use it effectively.
Okay. We have like 2 weeks left before the thing. Me and you will be doing secret practices so you don't hurt yourself. Okay?
Kai rolls to notice.
Okay.
Notice them sneaking off together.
Yeah, go ahead, give me a alertness roll.
All right, hold on. What's my alertness?
Is he observant?
Get a D4, and I get to upshift all the initiative and alertness rolls. Haha.
Damn it.
That's a 5.
You do not notice. You don't notice whatsoever.
You don't know there's nothing.
The dice say we'll tell a story.
The
I
dice are great
will-
actors.
Falling up
But
the
it
game
kind of makes sense though, because Kai's kind of interested in what Micah's doing, and probably in those times when he's off bothering Micah is
Just
probably
slip away.
when Theo
Yep.
is slipping away. But that's also when Kaylee's slipping away just to get some practice in of her own. Just she wants to keep her skills sharp. She still trains with everything, and she knows that if she bugs Micah too much, there's going to be issues. So
I think Micah's trying to teach Kai how to do the grid surge. He's not a very good teacher, though.
I think that'll be canonically how Kai learns his grid surge ability.
Well, as Theo and Aries sneak away to practice, Theo, it's clear that Aries doesn't know the technique, but she does know safety, and that's what she basically teaches you, how to protect yourself while you do the technique. Her people are aware of the technique. They don't know how to use it, though. But she
Okay.
does teach you a different form of safety that is from her culture, because she has a similar ability that she hasn't shown yet. As you two are training, you would see she does something maybe similar, but obviously different. when you gather your energy into your fist to do your sonic strike, your hand kind of vibrates as you strike. But as she does hers, you will see that her hand has this purplish hue, kind of like Ki from Dragon Ball a little bit, and it's like kind of flowing like a flame. And when she punches, she sets the thing on fire.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, it's
How did you do that?
Advanced martial arts. I mean, maybe one day I was going to start teaching you guys, but you guys are kind of far from that at the moment. But you're learning the sonic punch. So I think I should at least teach you the fundamentals of my punch so you don't hurt yourself.
Yeah, yeah. That would be helpful.
Alrighty. And she will teach you the fundamentals. She won't teach you how to do the fire part of it, but she'll at least teach you how to successfully do your sonic one without hurting yourself. Because the Purple Ranger gets a ability legitimately called Unique Strike, where they have an ability where they can spend a personal power to do a punch that does a different myriad effects. Hers just is, she does fire damage. That's one she has picked. She teaches you how to not harm yourself. Yes, Micah.
There is one thing that if we're done with the scene, I have a thing that Michael will want to do. If we're not, I can wait.
Yeah. Theo, anything else you want to talk to Aries about?
Nope, wasn't even expecting that.
That's okay. Micah.
When he finds time, Micah will try to work with Stratos 10 on, if not repairing, then making a new morpher for Ares.
Oh yeah, I assume that has been like a background thing.
Yeah, it's definitely a thing he really wants to do.
On. Yeah, it's just so. Oh, so the one thing you will learn is that you're missing two pieces to the morpher that you desperately need to find.
Okay.
You're guessing that the one part is a metal that is kind of rare, so it'll be kind of hard to find at least that piece. Another piece, you just need a couple of extra parts from probably where the space station you're going to. You could probably get the parts there. It's just the metal that's needed is going to be at very certain places that once you get your FTL drive up and going, you can actually start traveling to those places to get the rest of the pieces for her morpher.
Okay.
But you have an idea. Yeah, you do have an idea that you 100% can get her morpher back up and running. You just need two things.
Got it.
Gotcha. So perfect. So as you guys have had the time to train with each other, practice, do solo training, you guys pass through different planets that you got to see. Mostly the planets in your own solar system. So you got to see Jupiter, you got to see Neptune, Saturn, you got to see Pluto. And as you guys get to the... I'm sorry?
Say it. What was the other planet we got to see? Say it.
I don't remember.
Say it.
Uranus.
Yeah.
I hear they have really good
you got them, chat.
Godly. But you guys, we get up to the edge of the galaxy itself, and you see a massive space station floating in the air. You'll see ships are slowly coming up and docking with it. And I'm going to put a picture for you guys to see in resources.
Bum, bum, bum.
Oh.
Yep, and you guys will see that lovely spaceship. And as Zordo will kind of summon you guys all to the bridge so you can see it. As he says, okay, so a couple of things. This spaceship is neutral territory. So you'll see all kinds of different aliens, all different kinds of people doing their own thing. You will see repulsion people here. You cannot fight them. This is a neutral ground run by someone called the Spectator. They rule this place, and it's a neutral zone. You can, if you see repulsion soldiers, you cannot fight them here.
They also can't fight us.
They also cannot fight you.
Mhm.
They also probably don't know about you all, so that's also a good thing.
That is very good.
Do we need to cover your identity, Ares? I know you were held by the queen. Princess? Princess.
Princess. It's probably a good idea to wear a disguise.
Oh yeah, I should probably figure that out too.
No, I think you should be fine, Theo. When they brought you in, they didn't really take any pictures of you, so they don't know what you look like. You guys need to make sure you hide your morphers, though.
Long sleeves.
Yeah, you gotta be
They
like
look like
cool, like
watches.
gray jackets with like colors on them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
If
Zordo's
you have
like-
a nice like long sleeve green jacket for me.
Zordo will
It's the
give a
cheesiest
smile.
denim
I've
jacket.
actually been working on that. And you'll see that he'll come back and bring out a chest. He's like, you guys have been busy training. I've been busy making these for you. And he will open the chest. And inside, you will see these really cool jackets. They're all silver, but they have different colors engraved in each one of them of your guys' designated colors. And on the back has your logo of which constellation you are.
All right.
Oh, it's like
Oh,
fun little
sweet.
Letterman jacket.
Yeah,
I
Kai
can put this
will
on
like,
immediately.
quickly, slips it on real fast. So, what do you think? And he just kind of looks at Ares, just kind of tucking the sides of the jacket.
I can't wait to rip it off you later.
I win. He just kind of walks towards the space station. I win.
Did you guys
Yeah.
not bring extra clothes? Because like I only brought like one ginormous suitcase.
Yeah, I know. We had to help you bring it on the ship.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I slipped a
I didn't know what to
Disc
expect. And just think, I'm petite. My clothes are small. Imagine how much I was able to fit in there.
Meanwhile,
Also, I sucked all the air out so I could fit more in.
Having lifted it, don't need to imagine.
Micah,
Look.
or not Micah, Kai brought like 2 trash bags of clothes.
Well, godly. Zoro's like, it's best if you guys don't wear Earth clothes. I've also, and he'll pull out like pants, a skirt for Kaylee. But the skirt looks a little different. It's more, it's still pink, but it is long enough to where Kaylee feels comfortable. But it definitely goes with the jacket. He's like, you guys should wear mostly these. These are kind of generic clothes in space. If you wear earthly clothes, they'll know you're from a backwater planet and will treat you as so.
All right, so this is like space air postal.
So like if we get cornered and they ask where we're from, what should we try to sell them?
KL34.
KL34.
Got it.
Yeah, that's that one. Also, they look just like you. They look just like humans. They're just classified something different, but they look exactly like humans, and most of their culture and stuff is actually very similar to humans too.
Sweet.
So they have their own series of Dragon Ball. Micah, we got to go to KL34.
I can do the stupid outfit over and go change.
Yeah, Kai gets changed into his space clothes.
Are they comfortable? Important question.
100%. I think the most comfortable clothes you guys have ever had on. They're very easy to move into and fight. You
That's sweet.
can tell that if Zoro was the Power Ranger, this dude was a great steamster.
He has a future. Even if it's not fighting for justice, it's clothing justice.
I could do a little like stretch, testing out a bit. Like, oh, these are great.
Yeah. You'll see Aries has also changed. She's wearing something very similar to Kaylee, but her her skirt is a little bit shorter, but she has on like a purple shorts that come like under it. She's like, these actually feel really good.
Yes, super
Haley's not worried about something being short. She did cheer. Just yeah.
It's like, okay. And you will see that Liam will dock the ship into port. As Zordo is like, I can't leave this ship. I'm an Artarian, and our people are currently under the control of the Repulsion Empire. They can force me to do something per se. If the Repulsion Empire comes up to me, I have no choice but to do what they say. So it's best I don't leave the ship.
All right. Will you still be able to talk to us through the communicators?
I will, yes.
All right. We'll keep you posted on anything.
That's okay. We need somebody to stay behind with the ship anyway to make sure everything stays okay.
Yes, that's also another thing. Me and Stratos will protect the ship. Aries is a great guide. She will take you and make sure you guys don't get lost and don't get scammed.
That's
All
good.
right.
I mean, I'm pretty good at street marketing.
Yes, but this is a lot different than what you're used to.
Well, then let's go find us a BLT engine.
That's not right.
What?
Michael doing kind of yeah.
Yeah, that's what I said. Guy just kind of like puts his head down and starts walking out.
So,
let's let Micah do the tech talk. I think that's probably better.
As the four of you and Aries start to make your way off the ship, this is where we're going to take our break. We will be back in about 10 minutes, where the Rangers will get to experience other aliens for the first time.
Yeah. Remember, we're doing our follower giveaway and raising money for the Queer Youth Resource Center of Southwest Washington. So if you want to do that while we're gone, that would be dope. And share us with your friends. We're amazing. Look at these people.
Yes, we're polystreamists.
Yeah.
That's the look I make whenever I get a dirty ASMR request.
That's fine.
Okay, as soon as you brought us back, my entire Eric just said no for a hot second. So that was fun.
That's amazing.
Because I'm frozen on my screen. I'm like, cool, this is sweet. As soon as we come back, but we are back.
Yeah.
So I thought the Rangers have docked into a space station. Currently, they're going in to get materials for FTL drive. Luckily, Micah has been working on this, so he knows exactly what he's looking for. So as you guys make your way onto the space station, you'll get greeted by these people and the silver armor with a silver helmet. They're like slits, you can't see their eyes. They have these massive blades on their backs, and they have like a black under uniform on, and they look like they are the protectors of the space station. As you guys move on, they first check all of you. Make sure you're not bringing on any weapons onto the space station. Make sure you're not bringing on any bombs or anything like that. I know none of you are taking that stuff, so the check will go by fine. They will ask you questions, and Aries answers the questions for you guys. Be like, this is my group. We are just here to gather supplies and get out of here. And with that, you guys are able to move on to the station itself. As you move on, you will start to see different kinds of aliens for the first time. The first one you guys will see is a group of 4 dog-like looking creatures. They're humanoid. They have a massive dog-like head, like an Anubis. So if you guys have ever seen SPD,
No.
The Syrian
Mhm,
race.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
They're dog-like people. You'll see a group of 4 of them. They're wearing like very meager clothes as they're kind of huddled up in the corner, looking like they're starving. You will see another group of 3 or 4 people. You will see these cat-like people that have like frizzy hair, elongated ears, cat minks if you saw SPD. Uh, you would see other humanoid-looking ones. What you see is another group of people walking around. They look more lavish. They have a gem impressed on their forehead, and they have different colors of hair, just fragile, different colors of hair, green, blue, everywhere else. You will see another group of people. They look human, but the thing that absolutely puts them out is they have these antennas that go like this with a point on top, kind of like Piccolo's antennas. It's just more instead of going out, they flip into the head.
Okay.
And you would just see more different kinds of different aliens that just are out of this world almost to you guys. These big looking actual monstrous creatures, they're just nice people. They look like they're just talking to people. And they look menacing, but they're just talking to people, having a good time. You guys are starting to walk into a giant, what seems to be rare fair, where people are selling wares, goods. You'll see some people are haggling money as Ares is like, okay, so couple of things. What we're probably looking for is a little deeper into this area. We need to stay together. Don't get lost or afraid from each other.
2 things. A, I'm pretty sure I saw homeless people on the whatever this thing's called, a station.
Yeah.
B, I don't have space money.
I do. I have the Zorno gave me the card.
Oh, okay.
Um,
All right. So he's like Bruce Wayne. We're like the Bat Kids. Got it.
Are PDAs allowed?
Or what?
PDAs? Like, can I walk around holding his hand? Is that allowed?
Oh, that's fine. There's no technical rules other than no violence, no stealing, stuff like that. Some races will look, some species will look down on you for doing that, but some encourage it. So there's kind of no winning in that aspect.
Okay.
But yeah, some of these people are homeless. They live here. They don't have anywhere to go. They've probably lost their planets. They lost their people. They maybe tried to find a new home and got stranded here. It happens a lot, unfortunately.
Do we have room on the ship for more people?
I mean, we do, but we also don't know these people.
I mean, we can at least take them to a planet. We're going to other planets.
Can we at least like buy him some food or something?
I mean, technically we can, but that might draw eyes on us.
I think what she's trying to say is we need to keep as low of a profile as possible. And while our heartstrings are being pulled by this, this is not the time for it.
It just kind of feels wrong to be, fighters for justice, and then we see these people just kind of suffering.
Yeah. Well,
Okay,
one
everyone give
one
me
thing at a time.
Can everyone give me an alertness roll, please?
Uh-oh.
Ha! I put points in that.
Oh, that's bad.
Oh yeah, that's not great.
Oh.
Oh, okay. It's rough.
Oh no, don't like that.
Well, you know those points that I put in that? They didn't really do anything for me.
No,
Same.
it goes.
Okay, I have a quick question. Does anyone have caretaker for their influence?
Yes,
No.
Okay,
I do.
Kaylee, your hang up now comes into play.
Yeah.
You want your commitment to others take charge and takes priority over others, even those in the more immediate danger than yourself. You will always ensure the safety of those responsible before you do anything else. These people look like they need help.
What were you saying about ignoring the heartstrings?
Yeah. So she's saying that to you guys, but at the same time, Kaylee never goes anywhere without snacks because her metabolism is stupid high. So she's gonna pull the snacks out of a random pocket you didn't know existed, and as she's walking by them, she's gonna nonchalantly give them the food, and she's not gonna actually slow her momentum in her walk, but she's just gonna like bend her knees and hand them the food and keep walking.
Okay. Um.
So she's kind of being sly and coy, but she's still doing the thing.
Gotcha. I'm gonna have you
Mind you,
roll.
she's
Give me a
doing
second.
she's doing the thing she told you not to do, but
You don't do it, but she can.
Do as I say, don't do as I do.
Oh yeah, give me an infiltration roll, please.
Ooh.
infiltration.
Alright.
Yeah, 'cause this is sleight of hand, and that falls under infiltration.
I see what you did there with the planet. All right.
So that's just a straight D20 then, because I don't have anything in that unless you let
Oh,
me do a D2 with
that's
it.
a disadvantage then.
Okay. At disadvantage. I rolled better the second time. So 17 is my score.
Okay. As far as you're aware, no one sees it. As far as you're aware.
Oh, that's
I mean,
such particular wording.
She doesn't really care. She's trying to be, you know, politically correct with this group that is her group, but she at the same time will not feel bad if somebody sees her give them food.
Okay.
Because she feels like
So,
she's doing the
Fork,
wrong, she feels like she's doing the right thing. So if somebody sees her doing what she thinks is the right thing, that's not going to really bother her too much.
Okay. For Kai and for Kaylee, you both wouldn't notice in the area where you guys are going to be going, you see resoldiers around. There is a platoon of them together looking like they are buying weapons. You will see that there is one that stands different from others. They're wearing the same uniform, but they don't have the helmet on. You will see this woman. She has on black lipstick with a kind of like a braided hair that goes down. She is African American. Her braid that goes down her back, and you would see Aries freeze for a moment, and you would see her purple eyes flare for a moment, and you recognizes this woman.
I think Kai is going to wrap his hand around Ares' waist. Now, not right now. As he's like also visibly just like eyeballing that group over there.
Give me a persuasion check, please.
I'm actually pretty terrible at those. Persuasion. I'm actually not too bad.
I have lowered the DC for you because of your connection to her.
I'm actually pretty middle of the ground. That is a 14.
Okay. You'll see you when you put your arm around her, she's shaking badly. But she doesn't jet. She's like, she's the reason I got captured. She betrayed our people.
Well, we're going to take down the whole empire of them, including her. But
I
if we
think
start it
we
now,
detour.
it's not going to be good.
Definitely make a detour, different path, out of their line of sight.
Okay. I will now need a group infiltration roll from everyone, please. So if you don't have anything in it, roll a disadvantage, please.
Oh, I have a D2. Oh,
I'm glad I took a D2 in that.
I'm not the sneakiest, but I feel like I need that one day.
Oh, in
Oh,
true pie fashion.
twice, really?
So, Eric, you use a story point if you guys are okay with that, because you rolled a natural one.
Kai also wrote a natural one.
Okay.
How,
You also
how am
would
I?
use a story point.
Could I perhaps use a story point not for a reroll, but to say narratively something happens?
Yeah.
How am I the sneaky one?
Because you're the smart one, both Ryan and Theo.
Hey,
yeah,
we got a reroll.
okay. Who's rerolling?
Blue, who's that for? Yeah, I think we got like 3 of them that need it right now.
Yeah, because we got a 2, a 3, and a 5, and then the natural
Yeah,
one
I think.
Haley.
Yeah, Kai, I'll probably say. Oh, yeah, Kai. So
Kai.
for you, Kai, reroll that.
Okay.
You can say you use story point to change the scene. It's just you don't want a natural one.
Okay. So I'll just re-roll a natural 1 into a natural 3. So it's a lot better.
Okay.
But if I can, whenever we clearly Micah, Kaylee, and Kai not feeling this space station that we're on along with Ares, as we go to stumble, we knock over a purveyor of food with this homeless group not too nearby, so they try and take advantage to like scoop up, and we have like that little bit of coverage as this small group runs up to the now spilled food.
Okay. That will happen, but I will have consequences. So you will see that it gets drops. Food goes everywhere, and these homeless people go and try to pick up food. The person that had it starts yelling as guards come in and start beating up the homeless people. Do you guys walk away?
Kaylee can't.
Absolutely not. No.
Kaylee
I would like
can't.
to use a streetwise roll to do something loud enough to attract the attention of the guards without directly interacting with the situation.
I like innovation. Give me a straight rise roll. See what you can do.
Hey, it's fine. I got a D4 in that. We're gonna 17 with a crit on the D4.
Oh, okay. I got an idea. So as you see this, you have to think fast. So all these people are going to get hurt. I have to think fast. Cause more chaos. So you are able to, you will see like one of the soldiers is currently walking in a general direction, and you just kind of stick out your foot. You trip him, and he falls into this big Syrian-looking guy, the big dog guy. He's red, has these dreadlocks, and the resource just falls straight into him and almost knocks him over. He looks offended, punches him straight in the face, gets laid out, and the soldiers the guards, instead of going for those homeless people, they go for the Syrian guy and the resoldiers, and the other resoldiers start to come in to try to help, and there's a little scuffle happening now.
Bar fight.
Right, time to be scarce.
Yes, what he said. Run. Out of the way.
This is the best low profile.
Super.
We don't have to be
you
low
guys are-
profile if everybody else is high profile.
Yep.
There
So
you
you
go.
guys are able to slip away, but in the crowd, someone saw that. and followed you all. Currently, you don't see that they're following you. But you guys will start making your way a little bit deeper into the station, and it gets bigger where you start seeing actual, like almost like makeshift buildings people can walk into to buy things. You will see different kinds of foods you've never seen before, different smells you've never imagined. Some smell terrible to you, some smell amazing. And there's different things like that. You will see that they're also selling different kinds of swords, axes, shields that look foreign to you, but also really cool at the same time. They look highly alien tech. And eventually you'll make your way into one of the biggest shops where it looks like they're selling a whole bunch of ship parts. As Ares points, we have to go here.
Okay.
Now, I don't mean to be that guy, but there's a lot of food on these things, and I haven't had anything that wasn't freeze-dried in about 4 weeks.
Yeah.
Parts first, then food.
A meal would be a
Alright.
nice reward for getting the job done.
Snack pots, then meal.
Parts,
Go over to
snacks,
Kaylee.
parts, foods, and get snacks for the trip.
Deal.
Parts food, then more food, then run.
Sure.
And maybe we fight someone.
Like a snack, like a bar off of Kaylee. Just mention a snack bar.
So as you guys walk into this shop, you will see this really big Roll-Tan looking alien. He has 4 arms. The bottom arms are always crossed. The other arms look like they're doing something. He has almost like a reptilian looking face with a giant horn coming out. And his back is a little grotesque. But he's wearing as clothes as you can guess that they are, or his skin, you can't tell.
Imagining a Shokan
As he
from Mortal
walks-
Kombat, like Goro.
Yeah. As he walks in, he's like, "Boba bandito."
Oh,
Ultra Aries.
Ares just like, I don't know that language. And you sorry, forgot one thing. You guys would have learned over the year of downtime, you would have learned a new language called Universal. It's just a universal language that it's like a common for
Okay.
most aliens. Some aliens have their own languages, like he just spoke his own language, but there is a quote unquote universal language that a lot of aliens share. And then he'll say, "Oh, sorry, Universal? You speak Universals?"
yeah,
Wow,
universal. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Pleasure to meet you all. My name is Torben.
I'm Richard Hyman.
That sounds
pleasure.
like a stupid name.
I agree.
Okay, I don't need names now. You'll give me dumb names. I won't remember them. What you need?
We need Micah. What was it again?
We need parts for an FTL drive.
FTL drive. Sure. I got those parts. What you need? Obviously FTL drive. I say some of the dumbest things sometimes, but I'm really smart.
Yeah,
Really?
of course.
I'm pretty sure I've been directly quoted saying something similar to that.
Okay. Do you need like all the parts, or you just need specific parts? What you telling me?
Actually, need
Micah
the
tells
lantern.
him what they need. I'm not sure if it'll be all or
Oh,
or-
okay. You'll see that he'll uncross his bottom arms and he'll start grabbing things and put them into a giant tote. And you'll see the tote itself is like hovering off the ground as he's putting them in. Okay. I delivered all the things. Credits. And he holds out his hand.
Micah looks
Can
there.
can Kai do the equivalent of like an alertness check, I guess, to see if this guy's like, weighing down the cart with shit we don't need?
That would be Micah will have to make the roll. You wouldn't know
Okay.
the difference.
Fair enough.
Micah will make that
Micah,
roll.
you can make a technology roll.
Hell yeah. The thing I'm real good at. Let's see if the dice reflect that.
They will.
18.
18. Everything he's putting in there is the parts you requested. He's not doing anything shady. You could definitely tell that this guy is here to do his job. Like, this is like his kind of passion. Technology, this like stuff is his passion. So the last thing he's going to do is screw you on his passion.
He's definitely been chatting the guy up as they were talking. He was describing what it was and like looking at all the parts in there that he learned. Definitely
Is
getting
this
out
your
of him.
first? Is this your first LTO drive? I mean, FTL. It's STL, right? It's FTL in this language, I believe.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry. Universal is not my first language.
Me neither.
Can I use grid surge for Micah to have a temporary communicator
Sure.
so that he can talk to the guy in his native language and understand him?
Yeah. So you would
I like that.
you would do it and you'll put it on, and what do you say to him?
Will this be easier for you?
What the? How'd you do that? Where did that come from?
Some really cutting edge stuff I got from a different shop and a different station, but they didn't have the FTL drive I was looking for.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice. Yeah, this is way better. But yeah, this is your first LTL drive?
Yeah, it's my first time working on them.
Okay, I got something for you. You'll see that he'll wander off for a second and come back with a small rotund-looking device. He's going to hand it to you. This is for you. This is for your first time. Use it well.
And Micah takes it graciously.
And as you take it, the ball splits and turns into gloves, and it's like it wraps your hands in like these really cool cybernetic-looking gloves.
Micah looks like a kid who just got handed the golden ticket. He's like,
Ticket.
You showed me something cool, so I give you something cool. That would kind of help you put pieces together. Sometimes you can't put your hand in the right place, so those gloves are a little magnetic. So you just tap the piece you need to go, put it up in there, make life a little easier.
thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. What's your name? He has a dumb name, but what's your name?
He thinks for a moment.
Me. He kind of like elbows Theo. He keeps pointing at me and making gestures.
Yeah, yep. You're a likable guy. Yep.
My name is Billy.
Nice to meet you, Billy. And he holds out his massive hand.
And he shakes it.
What, Billy? How about you come back one day? Let me know how that drive goes for you.
Absolutely. And he looks at Aries. Do you have the money?
Aries is like, we'll get him the credit stick. He'll take it, transfer, give it back. Alrighty. Anything else you need from me? He turns back to Universal as he says that.
Takes the thing out and like he makes it go away, but he mimes as though he's pulling out the communicator and putting it in his pocket and actually dispersing the grid energy. Like, that'll be all. Thanks a lot, Torben.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
And then he
You guys
takes this off and he's gonna head up.
Yeah, head out.
As you guys head out, what is all of your cleverness scores?
Love.
Ooh, boy.
Sorry, not
Clever.
cleverness. It's I think it's the one under smarts. Is that cleverness?
Willpower.
Awareness.
Social
Willpower.
cleverness.
What is your willpower? What is your willpower?
17.
14.
14.
14.
Okay. You guys all head out, start walking. Nothing weird happens. And as you guys are getting back to the ship, Kaylee, you would feel all your snacks are missing.
Well, that's not normal.
And Aries
That's
kind of taps
weird.
herself. The card's missing.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Can I do like a quick look around
Sure.
with his
Go ahead and give me
360 vision?
Go ahead, give me a litmus roll, please.
You get to upshift all alertness rolls. It's a crit 19.
You would see something like a lot of people here look shady, but there's one shady-ish person that is wearing a cloak, a hood over so you cannot see their face, and they're walking in the very opposite direction of you, as if they're trying to get away from you.
Got him. And Kai just kind of drops low and darts towards them.
So wait,
Target acquired.
Terminator
Everyone
run.
follow?
dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, definitely following after, but trying to be a little bit more sly about it.
Like a little slower because he's got a whole hover cart of parts to push. All right.
So as you guys follow, Kai, what do you do?
Kai is going to attempt to essentially like fake grab like Buddy arm over the shoulder, but realistically he's like threateningly grabbing them.
Okay, make me a mic grappling roll, please.
Alrighty. That is a total 20.
Okay, so yeah, you'll be able to grapple onto the person. And what do you say to them?
Forgetting that universal's a language, I think he would just kind of lean in. Well, hello there. I think you might have something to ask.
You would hear a feminine voice saying universal. You might want to let go of me.
You might want to give me my card back.
Okay. You start to feel something on your leg. You look down.
Yeah.
Okay. You look down, and there is this pole that looks like it has something on the end of it, and it's aimed at your crotch.
Cool. I'm going to quickly wrap my arm as I spin behind them around her throat and slam her to the ground.
Okay. Oh, that's going to cause problems.
She's got the weapon.
Yeah,
I don't.
You'll definitely do that. You will slam them into the ground. But you didn't do this stealthily at all. So
Nope.
Everyone around sees this. As the girl yells out, "Help! He's hurting me!"
She's got a weapon and stole from me.
Oh, I'm going to need you to roll me a persuasion with 2 downshifts. Because from everyone else's point of view, you just slammed this person.
Okay.
Oh,
Take that. 17.
What was the roll before?
It was
it
a
like
16 plus 1.
No, what was the skill die before the skill die?
D4.
Okay, so would it downshifted twice into just a D20 at disadvantage because you're now unskilled.
So 16 instead of 17.
People look concerned, but one of the guards steps up and pulls out this blaster and pulls it to your head. Let go.
I'm not holding her. She's on the ground.
Move back.
All right. Stealing from me and you're just going to let it go?
Shut up. And he will help up the woman, and her hood will come off. And you will see this super beautiful blonde woman that has on like black like black clothes and stuff like that. I'll post her in your guys' group chat.
Yeah,
Not group
yeah.
chat.
Well,
The guard would look to her. What do they speak of? And she will say, "I don't know what they speak of. I am just walking around. He came up and slammed me." He'll look to you, Kai. Is that the truth, or is she speaking ill of you?
No, she stole from us. She pointed a weapon at me when I tried to get it back. And so I handled the situation.
Okay. You are both going in. You're both under arrest.
I've done nothing wrong, so I imagine I'll be out pretty quickly.
Sir. My friend's a little zealous, but like you have to understand, like he did get stolen from. He felt threatened. We can just get him out of here if that's fine.
And that's why you come to us if that's the handle. Violence is unprohibited no matter what. You
Yeah,
two, he will point to
absolutely.
the girl and him. Both of them have failed that.
So it's
Or
even.
maybe, hear me out here, you failed to keep someone from stealing from us.
It's like, oh no.
If you were better at your job, this wouldn't have happened.
Stop talking. Stop. Please.
You are now under arrest, and you will see two of them coming to grab your hands and put them behind you to put you in handcuffs.
I think for a second, Kai's hand goes for the morpher, but then seeing just like the looks on the team's faces, he just then like looks like he's stretching and then puts his hands behind his back.
And they would take the cloak off of the girl and put her cuffs behind the back. And Ares is like grabbing the birds of her nose. I am his predecessor. I will be coming with. So that is fine. And she will look to three of you. Okay, you two go back. You three to go back to the ship. Trust me, I'll get them out of this.
Okay.
Reluctantly.
Space Jay.
We gotta get these parts away anyway.
I'd say
Don't make this any worse.
As I say, don't make this worse for her. But I think you're way more afraid of her than you are of me. So I'm just gonna leave.
What do you do, Kaylee? Do you head back?
She doesn't want to, but probably her not moving makes Micah grab her by the wrist and pull. But she will go reluctantly if he grabs her hand and takes her.
He doesn't grab her directly, but he more like stops and like, we gotta go, come on. There he is.
But reluctantly, she'll go with them.
So you guys will head back to the ship. Kai will be carted off, Ares following behind with this new girl. And you will be taken back into a kind of holding cell area as you get very like hardly tossed in. You would see someone like before they threw you in there, someone brushed up against you from it, and you would look to see it was Ares. Ares grabbed her morpher before they did. Because they were about to strip search you, and she saw that coming and was able to grab your morpher before they were.
It's all right. I'll be out of here pretty quickly.
Ares just looks at you. Stop talking. Stop talking. I'm going to go talk to the people upstairs because I'm afraid if you talk, you'll be here for life. So I will do the talking for you.
All right. Well, at least I get, a little room to myself. Not the hotel I was thinking about, but we'll take it.
She just blinks and walks away because she's so angry. And she'll leave for a bit, and the guards will stay. And you're sitting in your cell with these it's like this laser field that comes over the fence, and you will see. And the cell next to you is that girl. All her stuff was stripped from her, and she's currently just sitting there.
So Kai will flick the energy field like in her direction. So what'd you steal from us?
Well, you looked stupid.
Clearly not that stupid. I caught you.
You were stupid enough to slam me in the first place.
You were stupid enough to not get away.
That was nothing as you stupid. You just caught me. It happens. But you could have easily have come up and did something else other than what you did, idiot. Now we're both in this mess.
Yeah, but if you had been smart enough to steal from someone who wouldn't notice, you wouldn't be in this mess.
You
And I
didn't
wouldn't have
notice.
slammed you.
I got away. You just followed after me.
I think getting slammed on the ground means you didn't get away. Also, you're in prison, which definitely means you didn't get away.
Because of you, idiot.
Which
If
means you
we
didn't
just
get
would
away.
have-
So my point's right. You're
Your
wrong.
point's not right. We're both here because of your stupid idiot head.
Yeah, but I'm going to get out, and you're still going to be here because no one cares about you. That's why you're alone here right now.
And you'll see she'll pause for a moment. And she looks genuinely sad when you say those words to her. And like a kind of small tear kind of comes out of her eye. Well, no shit, they're all dead.
Well, that's what happens. People die. You steal from someone else, doesn't bring them back.
She just looks away and cuddles into a ball.
Listen, I'm a bit brash. I can be cynical, if you will. But clearly, I have a feeling I know what happened to you people. And judging by where we are, I can't say anything about those people. I'll just have you know you're not the only person going against those people. You're stealing from the wrong ones.
She ain't saying. She's not looking at you, and you just hear like soft crying.
Then Kyle will just kind of sit back, put his head up against the wall, and wait for either her to stop crying or for Ares to get him out of there.
After a bit, we'll pause for you for it. Go to the other three. So the other three, you guys get back to the ship, and Zordo was kind of waiting near like the bay area. As you guys head in with stuff, he looks confused. Where's Ares? Where's Kai?
Someone tried to steal from us. Kai stopped them, but got into a fight. Ares is trying to help him get out of jail.
Yeah.
Kaylee immediately just starts pacing back and forth and back and forth. Like she cannot stop moving. And it's like she keeps looking at the door like she's about ready to bolt for it.
Kaylee, what are you thinking?
I know she said to wait here for her and that she'd take care of it, but everything in me says I need to go back out there.
We could just complicate things.
I know. I'm trying. I'm trying really hard. I mean, I've counted to 100 like 5,000 times already. Like I'm trying. Trying.
Zordo's like, we need to trust Ares to be able to hopefully handle the situation.
What if it doesn't go our way? What do we do then? We can't leave him here.
We start fighting will make
If
things
it
a lot
does
worse
not-
for everyone.
If Ares cannot break them out, then we will have to do a prison break. All the Rangers are needed in order to make the Megazord.
I really hope it doesn't
I
come
don't
to
really care about the Megazord. They're one of us.
that. Yeah.
Well, that's also sorry. I sometimes think in only facts. I'm sorry.
Five
Look,
minutes. They can have 5 minutes, and then I'm going back out there. I'm gonna 5 minutes. Maybe 10.
They're going to need more than 5 minutes. Proceedings take at least an hour.
An hour? Okay.
Look,
An
it's
hour and 5 minutes. An hour and 5 minutes. An hour and 5 minutes. Starting, she looks for some sort of timepiece, and she's just like sets an alarm for an hour and 5 minutes. Hour and 5 minutes.
Theo
hour
just
and 5
looks at
minutes.
Micah like,
Like
And then I look at Micah.
goes
I'm like,
over.
fix the ship. I know I can't help you with there. Fix the ship.
Actually, you could. And he tries to get her to come with him to fix the ship.
he probably will need an extra set of hands. I will stay here and wait. Help Micah.
She looks at her watch, and an hour and 4 minutes. Every minute she's gonna be like counting it down. But okay, tell me what you need me to do. Tell me what you need me to do. How can I help?
And he's basically like, as he's going through each part and cataloging it, he's having her help, like handing him parts, explaining what they do, etc. Just having her be there to help him put things together, like physically put them together and such.
I could do that.
right.
I can be mechanically inclined. Just tell me what to do. I can do the things. My fingers are small. They can fit into small spaces.
Okay. Micah, go ahead and sorry, question. Does Kaylee have anything in technology? Anything at all?
Let's look. Probably not. Oh, she has a D2.
Okay, that's all I needed. Micah, you will have an upshift on this technology roll. If you want, you can activate your Eureka power to give you advantage on this.
I think I will do so. Point. All right. Now I did the D10. $22.
Alrighty. We'll get back to that. Back to Kai. Kai, you don't know how long it's been. It's just been a while. Eventually, the girl stopped crying, but she refuses to talk to you now. She just kind of balled up as far away from you as possible. But eventually, 5 guards with Ares comes back. And they will hit some buttons and the field will disappear. As Gar says, you are free to go, but you are now banned forever from the space station. You are, if you ever step here again, you will be imprisoned forever.
It's all right. You guys are terrible at your job. You probably wouldn't notice me anyways. And he'll get up and walk over to Ares.
Ares looks at you to stop talking. It's like she's straight, like dead serious of like, stop talking.
Yeah, he'll kind of put his hands up, shrug to the side, and stand beside Ares.
Ares will be like, and then they will go to the other girls. Same thing. The girl was confused. It was like, I thought I'm stuck in here. They all grab her and throw her into Ares' arms. She goes with you, or she stays in that prison cell forever. Ares takes a deep breath. I will take her.
I think we should probably vote on that.
She looks up to you. One more word out of you.
Well, this isn't about romance or anything like that. This is a
I'm not talking
girl
about
who's
romance.
clearly stealing. Doesn't need to be on our ship.
Do you want her to be in jail forever?
She can admit that she stole from us.
Not right now with you. And she starts taking. She just starts grabbing the girl by the arm and is just dragging her out.
All right.
And Kaylee, timer goes off. They're not back.
Is there any way we could tell where they are proximity wise? Are they moving towards us or anything like
You
that?
cannot
Kind
tell
of
that.
no Life 360 on this in this app.
No, because so you guys are in a giant ship, and the spaceship. The spaceship is blocking all that kind of stuff.
Okay. She looks at Micah. She looks at Theo.
Oh, Theo stayed up with Zordo.
Yeah.
She
It's
looks at
just us.
Micah, and she just kind of takes his face in her hands, gives him a kiss, and says, "I'll be back."
He puts his hand on her
And
shoulder.
and she just like darts, like to try not to get like stuck there, and she doesn't run, but she just like with a purpose, and she just looks at Theo as she walks towards that door. It's been more than an hour and 5 minutes.
At this point, he's just like kind of sitting almost like in a meditative pose on the floor by Zordo. Like, doesn't even open his eyes. Just, they've got it, Kaylee. Just come sit.
I can't sit still when I'm calm.
That's why we should practice.
She walks up to him, kisses on the top of the head, and proceeds to walk towards the door.
Kaylee,
Oh, sorry. So,
Kaylee.
sorry, muted myself for a second. Zordo, the ship door closes, and Zordo steps into the way. You will not be leaving the ship again, Kaylee.
I need to know that they're okay.
They will be. You need to trust your friends.
They are not the ones I don't trust. It's all
I'm
these
aware.
other shenanigan-filled things on this station.
Look, this place is not perfect. A lot of these people here suffer. If we go out there and try to do anything else, those people will suffer more. You want to help your friends? You want to help these people?
They can have 5 more minutes. They can have 5 more minutes, and I'm going out the door whether you like it or not. They can have 5 more minutes. She sets an alarm for 5 minutes. She just stands there staring at the door.
Yeah, and Zordo hasn't moved. Zordo does say, even if the 5 minutes goes, you won't be leaving the ship.
I'd like to see you stop me.
I
She does not make eye contact. She just stares straight at the door.
I think we need to stay together as a team. Have faith in Ares that they have control of the situation.
Four minutes.
Have faith, Kaylee. They're going to be okay. We don't know the full politics. We're just going to make things worse. We could get the whole team locked up.
And then who will protect this galaxy? And the timer will lie down, and it goes off.
Her breathing is steadier now. She does seem a lot more calm. And she just starts cursing under her breath. Probably something you've not actually ever heard her do. And she finally is just like, she walks up to the nearest wall and she punches the wall full on as if it's like she's trying to punch through it.
Well, that's going to hurt your hand a lot. It's not going to leave it dead.
Right. Yeah, I'm sure.
And
Exactly.
as you hit it, and that sound reverberates, the door opens, and you will see Kai, Ares, and that girl walking onto the ship.
Kai, just in the most pissed off looking fashion, is going to beeline past everybody and go to the back of the ship.
Zora,
Honestly,
what's
Kaylee's
okay.
about as pissed off as he looks right now too. So she goes at this point, she sees them on and she goes to her room.
Okay. Okay. All right. All right.
What do you do, team leader?
Fine.
You will see,
Totally fine.
yeah, you will see this new girl
One
that
problem
Ares
at a
brought onto
time.
the ship. Yeah. What do you want to tackle first, team lead?
We're gonna question Ares about this. Like, okay, now that those two are gone, what is going on? Why is she here?
Couple of things. One,
All of you.
points to Kai. He's been from the space station forever. If he ever comes back, he's getting locked up.
Okay.
I was able to. Originally, they were going to keep him forever, but I was able to talk them into just exile instead of incarceration forever because they're very, very clear on the rules, whatever. And points to her. And if they gave me the choice of leaving her to be locked up forever or taking her with us. And I have a heart. I'm not going to allow her to be locked up for the rest of her life because she has no choice. She needs to still survive. I get it. Kai's upset that I didn't give him a choice.
We should discuss this with the rest of the team. And he turns to the ball like, no offense, but team.
Girl's like, that's fine. Everyone has abandoned me anyways. Won't be any new if you abandon me now.
Didn't say that. So let's put a pin in that, shall we? Aries, can you show her to a room, get her settled in?
You don't want me to put her in her jail cell? Sure.
She obviously has nowhere to go. We're about to leave this place. What's she gonna do? Float out into space?
I'm not going to put a comment to that. She starts dragging off the girl.
And he just goes over to a console, and I imagine Zordo's just there, in the background, kind of watching him. Just don't bash your head in the console. Don't bash your head in the console. It's a button like, Micah, can you come up here, please?
Camera
There's
flashes
no
over to
answer.
Kai, bashing his head into a console.
There's no answer from Micah for a while, but eventually he does shuffle up, and he's like all disheveled because he's been elbow deep in an engine for like the last hour and change. And he looks annoyed.
Is everything okay? You look pissed.
It's been a trying day. The engine's going fine. Just taking a while.
Do you need more time? Do you need help?
Using another set of hands, but otherwise, yeah, it's just time.
Okay. And then he will just lay out the situation that will just unfolded.
Micah just kind of nods along as it's being explained, and then doesn't really comment afterwards.
Everybody's gonna be on edge. I just need everybody to take a moment.
Can I go back to work?
Yeah, you guys do that.
He nods and he goes back to the engine room.
Sordo will go put a hand on your shoulder, Theo, as he will gently squeeze it. You're doing a good job.
Does not feel like it, but I'm gonna make do.
Trust me, my team was very similar. But once again, you are their leader. You have to find a way to pull them all together. I I don't know how to pull them together. I don't understand you all a lot of the time, unfortunately. Not it's not a dig. It's just I struggle to understand some of your human concepts.
I have an idea,
An
and
idea.
he's gonna take off without explaining.
You take off. Where are you going?
He goes down to what they use for the training room, and then
I imagine that's actually where Kai is. Like full suited up, fighting an endless horde of the
Resoldiers.
resoldiers. God, I couldn't. I blanked on that.
oh good. He's gonna actually on his way page like Kaylee to meet him there.
Do you, Kaylee?
He's probably gonna have to page her a couple times before she comes, to be honest.
Yeah, he'd do it.
And begrudgingly, she will.
When she does arrive, he kind of like eyes Kai, eyes Kaylee. Good, you're both here, and then he will morph.
I think Kai's already morphed because he's just fighting resoldiers. Or was fighting resoldiers.
Good. He'll kill that simulation. Like both of you, let's go.
Without hesitation. Kai full Tetsubo swings.
Okay. Kaylee, are you jumping into the fight?
Nah, she's still pissed. She's gonna sit down against the wall.
Okay. So, I think this is a player question for Ryan. What are you trying to achieve here?
He the entire time Kai is going at it does not throw a single offensive strike. It is all redirection and defense. And he just lets Kai go at it.
And I think narrative speaking, Kai would probably not be fighting with any finesse. He is just an angry kid with a club at this point. So I don't think Theo would have any problem just being like, dodge, parry away.
And it's just Theo will go as long as it takes till like Kai can't just pick up the Tetsubo.
Yeah. Eventually Kai is just like breathing heavy, goes for one big swing, and I think it's so weak Theo is just able to catch it and pull it to the side as Kai just collapsed from exhaustion.
Yeah, he just kind of like takes a knee, like throws a hand on his shoulder, lets the suit like fade away. I know this sucks, but we have an entire universe to think about right now. And a lot of these people end up like this out of circumstance. The best thing we can do is teach them a better way. I've had a lot of students come through the same way.
I know you're right. I just don't like the way this was. She
Well,
wasn't usual.
that's a discussion between us and Aries to have, but she did what she thought was best.
I think Kai gets a cheap shot in on Theo, and then sits down. Stop being smart, damn it!
Kaylee watches this whole thing, and her anger is starting to come down, but she's still really upset. She watches it till the end, then gets up and leaves the room, and then it goes down to the engine room where Micah is, and literally crawls into the engine where he is, and just puts her head on his shoulder and just starts crying, just letting out the frustration and just breathing it out. And the deep, deep, ugly cry thing that is super attractive.
The super attractive ugly cry.
Yeah.
I think when she first got down there, Micah was like not being as gentle with the parts that he should have been. He might have been like jamming stuff in there, like very clearly his own irritation had been building while he was left alone. And then when she shows up and puts her head on his shoulder, all of that kind of just dissipates. He freezes for a second, and then he just puts his arm around her, and all of his own stuff is gone, and he just focuses on letting her get out what she needs to. It takes
It
just the heaviest sigh in the world.
And then through blurry eyes, she's like, okay, how can I help?
He goes back to calmly explaining the parts he needs, what he's in the middle of doing, and having her help him.
Can you just hold the damn light steady?
No, she can't.
So as our rangers have their time with each other to learn life lessons, to get out frustration, anger, in learning that they have a lot of work. Because right now, this galaxy that they have gotten to see is not what they hoped for. They got a lot of work to do, and they know it. And they have a lot of people they need to talk to potentially gather allies and stuff. And they have a new member on the crew who they don't know the name of just yet. But as we pull out from those two scenes, we'll go to another where Ares has brought this girl to her own room, and they both sit down and are just kind of staring at each other. Ares looks angry. This girl is almost crying again at this point. But you'll see that she'll take a deep breath, as Ares will say, I am not going to let them kick you off this ship. You are now my responsibility. I don't really care what any of them have to say. I know what you're going through. I'm not going to act like what you did was good. You did a bad thing. But hopefully, you can start making it up to them. Because I care about them all. Especially the one that chokeslammed you. And probably made you cry. He sucked about that, by the way. Sorry about that. The girl, will kind of dry her face. She's crying. And she says, yeah. And she was wearing this wristband for a moment, and she'll take it off. And it flipped, has these weird lines. To no one else, it just looks like lines, but to her, it's a language. And Ares looks down. What is that? This is the only thing I have for my brother. Before he disappeared, he was a Power Ranger. They were our protectors before they disappeared. She'll look alarmed. Were they the Cosmic Star Rangers? She'll shake her head no. No. They were the in-space team.
Mm-hmm.
And they disappeared. They disappeared about a year ago. Andros was their leader. And the other ones are nowhere to be found. There are other rangers out there, other people that have powers that protect their Earth or their planet. But my planet was destroyed. And she was like, where are you from? And she'll say, KL34. Aries like, I missed a lot in the last year. We need to tell the others. And she's going to grab her hand and start moving her to call the Rangers together for a conversation. That is where we'll end that little scene. Before we pull out to one more thing, back onto the space station, where there is a person at the top. They have on really fine clothes, sitting in the chair, currently watching the Rangers ship. They put their hands together, and revealed is another Syrian person, a feminine-looking feminine one. She has red skin, big canines. She looks hard. Puts her hands together. Power Rangers. I almost had one in my grasp. Too bad. Well, no worries. I'll let the Empire know where they are, and I'll get rewarded for it. And hopefully SPD doesn't step in to help them. And that is what we'll end tonight's session. I was your storyteller, the Morphinesti Tackle Monk. Couple of announcements. In 2 weeks, we will be not having a session. And in 2 weeks after that, we also won't have a session either. Unfortunately, in 2 weeks, we'll be missing 2 of our players. And the 2 weeks after that, I will be at Gen Con. So unfortunately, we won't have Power Rangers for a little bit. Hopefully, in the next 2 weeks, I'm trying to do a one-shot where we're doing the Psycho Rangers. Hopefully in 2 weeks. We'll see if I can get people to sign up for it. Hopefully they do. But that is for
Blue
me.
wants to sign up for it. Baby Blue. She's signing up for it right now.
Oh, that's dope. Ryan, take it away.
We have a few things coming up on the calendar. Don't forget, we are still doing our fundraising, $500 for the Queer Youth Resource Center in Southern Washington. They provide resources, safety, and an inclusive environment for queer youth in the area. We are slowly climbing our way towards 100 followers. We're at 83 right now, so please share this channel with your friends. When we get to 100, one of our followers will get a giveaway item from Silver Studios. They are a local little homemade company here in Washington. If you like what that man over there did tonight or anything I've done here on the channel, go check out our YouTube. It all goes up. I try to get it up like the next day. Sometimes it takes me a little bit. I'm retired. I'm disabled. Sometimes I just want to go lay down and pretend I don't exist.
They have
But it
venison
gets
for that now.
Fair.
Yeah. I'm in Washington.
Valid.
We want to give a big shout out to Cyberscream for giving us permission to use their music in an upcoming Vampire the Masquerade campaign that will be launching in September, Thurston County by Night. So as far as other events that we have coming up, there's nothing here on Dark Domain for the rest of the week. However, normally we would be having Veils of Blood over in Maestri and Ord. They're taking a little bit of a break. They got life be lifing. Sometimes our meat suits and meat space, we got to put that on the priority. So I will be covering down on Wednesdays for their channel, running a mini series of Digimon Digital Adventures. Something I had to craft the character sheet for myself. We got some other stuff coming up on our channel. We have games to sign up for, including a Pacific Rim one shot where I need an even number of players to play it because you guys have to work together to pilot your Jaegers. Right now we have enough for one Jaeger. We can get like 4 more people. We can pilot some more giant robots. Just saying. We'll have our second episode of Return to Terra next week. And Slices and Dices will have their Star Wars campaign continuing next week on the 18th. But other than that, that's it for our channel. But come be part of our community. Come check out all these amazing people that we play with. We got Techo storytelling. taking some of the weight off me. He does more of the fun stuff. I'm here telling the scary stories like Supernatural that we just did yesterday. But yeah, that's it for me. So unless you guys got something,
Just to throw it back out there, hello, ghouls, gals, and garbage pals. Depressomancy here. You can find me on all forms of platforms as Depressomancy. I'm a voice actor. If you have any villain speeches or any dark stories you'd like to be read, feel free to reach out to me. I'm looking for more content to put out.
yeah, hit him up.
Aside from the stuff I'm doing here with Dark Domain, I've got a game coming up with Slices and Dices. On the 11th, we're doing Berserker. It's a Borg game, and it's supposed to be more brutal. So if you know what Borg is, you definitely want to come try that out. Come take a listen. And then Aliens coming up on the 17th, and over on Slices and Dices. And then I'll be checking out those one shots, Ryan. My schedule is starting to open up again. I can start thinking about other things again. So looking to see what
Summer
other mischief we
vacation.
can
Kick
get
the kids out
into.
of the house, play more role playing games.
Right.
Koji, what do you got?
The Koji is here on all the places, and I mostly do this Power Rangers stuff. Other than that, I've got some VO and singing things on my TikTok. All I got.
Nice.
You know, you did voiceover stuff. Koji, we should collaborate and make something cool.
I was just thinking the same thing.
Hit me out.
So hopefully we'll be back in 2 weeks for a cycle one shot that I have planned that might be canon to the current timeline of the Cosmic Star Rangers, as they just got a big hint that the Space Rangers are a thing.
You brought Corona on the ship. I'm gonna have words with you.
Yes, I did. Yeah,
Corona. That's what a coincidence.
yeah. And currently, you guys don't know that she's Corona, so this is gonna be great for me.
I
Theo's
was
got
just
no
thinking
idea.
maybe a possible love interest for Theo. That's all I was thinking.
Maybe that was a very targeted strike at that person.
It's almost worth me using a different face claim in a different campaign that somebody else is in.
Okay, we made a deal for that one. We never made a
We
deal
do
for
have a deal.
Corona.
I said almost. Almost. It's not quite there.
But hopefully people sign up in 2 weeks so we can run our Evil Rangers one shot, which potentially they'll re-show up to actually fight the Rangers.
Join the darkness.
Ooh. Do it.
Yeah.
But that is all for me.
As we say on the Dark Domain, we play in the darkness, but we like to be the light in the world. You deserve to take up space. You deserve to exist. You have the rights to everything that you deserve in life. Take care of yourselves, but more importantly, take care of each other, and we will see you next time. Bye.